the as we left off part because why not? So last session you guys got to the town of Fellowin, looked around for a bit, bought a cookbook, you bought something else. I forget what Soul bought. Aladim went and talked to a taxidermist looking for these animal traffickers that you have come all the way out here for. Once you found a taxidermist, you talked to him. He pretty much told you to fuck off. So you proceeded to break into his shop, look through his logbook, find out that there was a bill of sale for two lords who had lions taxidermied, but there's no lions around here naturally. So confirmed your suspicions that the animal traffickers and poachers were in this area. Through a night of staying at a very lavish inn called the Greater Dragon, Mistress learned to make pancakes. You all had some good conversation, passed out promptly in some very nice beds, and then decided, because of some information gathered, to go search the docks. These docks didn't really give you much, but Mistress being there and casting Locate Creature was able to find a ping for where some lions and some apes would be.
Oh my.
Helen degenerates. With this, you guys messaged Exa, who was camping outside the city as a fear of being spotted by these animal traffickers. You all met up outside the city on the opposite end, and decided to go into this warehouse that you had found because of Mistress. Outside the warehouse, you had all planned to, let's not kill these people, let's hear them out and, just knock them out, take their stuff, still leave them alive. That went to shit like most D&D plans do. You went inside, had their attention, they were trying to sell you on, do you want to try and kill a wyvern, do you want to kill some apes? And they so happened to line up with Soul just so lightly that he could test out his wand of lightning bolts. Hopefully not realizing how much damage it does, otherwise he's in some moral gray area. He just flat out killed two of them and two of the apes in the corner. And you guys proceeded to knock out one of the bandits, knock out the bandit captain, before a young blue dragon came up from the floor and was rather upset that you killed his workers. So you fought and killed it, though it definitely took a chunk out of most of your health.
What? No, I'm fine. I'm only down below.
Good.
I'm fully full health.
Okay.
I'm under a third.
X's ribs are cracked in, and Mistress is standing up I'm fully at full health.
X's neck is broken from where he fell off the ceiling.
Soul is covered in his own blood, though has been healed. Blood still
What the fuck does Rhodonite have to do with anything?
It's deals a lot with my backstory.
I'm so unfathomably confused.
Remember in the dream sequence when you found Mistress's
I'm looking
family?
at it and it doesn't seem to connect it. Oh, that's the crystal that was growing out of them. I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that
weird
is a
crystal growing out.
particular stone.
I remember.
So,
Road and
let me
I.
pause
I
this
didn't
music.
I didn't mean to say it like Mistress. That's just how stone came out of my mouth.
Let's play as that, and I would be playing normal music.
Particular
but
stone.
Dude, it's
Sometimes it just comes out of my mouth.
It's okay. No one judges you.
Sometimes it just goes into my mouth. It's okay.
Up top.
we're gonna keep the battle music on. So,
I try moving the map around like we're playing Baldur's Gate.
sorry, we don't have those graphics yet.
On the VOD, it's just gonna be you summarizing and then going, ha, Ellen degenerates, and then continuing to summarize.
Oh, they can see the chat now on VOD.
On the VOD?
Yeah.
Whoa, no way.
I have
This is
redone our
crazy.
layout. So, group, what are you doing?
I was going to use sleep to knock myself unconscious, but apparently, 1, I don't have that spell, and 2, I can't be put to sleep using magic, so...
you
knock yourself unconscious so you don't have to feel the wrath.
Like, you put yourself to sleep when you're
here.
alone.
Yeah, can you put me to sleep?
I think I'm just gonna make the character decision to pass the fuck out.
Can you willingly circumvent that though?
No, it just says magic can't put you to sleep, not magic can't
I mean-
willingly put you to sleep.
Willingly circumventing that is just going to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a half elf, so it's not like he trances, but magic still can't put him to sleep.
I just wonder if you casted sleep on yourself.
I'll
Yeah,
Take
that's
off
just
the-
going to-
I'll
So
circle up.
we are out of initiative. What are you doing?
I'll circle up and be like, we should probably take all the rags off the cages and assess what the situation with the animals is here.
We should probably. And then X is gonna pass
You're
out.
fully asleep.
We should probably thud.
Blah, blah, blah. Fluttering to sleep. Alright, I go one by one, taking like at least just the curtains off, not necessarily like releasing them, just to get a.
Val, if you have not done anything by this point in time,
Sense.
your rage has faded.
Alright.
Okay, I'll start removing covers for you guys.
So what is your plan? Are you going to let these animals free?
What else are we supposed to do? We can't keep them. Unless X's plan was partially to take over the business, but that would be silly.
Take a step away from the cage, holding the very pissed off wyvern.
That's
You don't zap that wyvern.
I don't think that's the smartest idea, considering a lot of these animals
Oh,
Look
There's
like
nothing
the-
in there.
going to kill us.
Oh, I don't know what was in there, but nothing now.
I pull the sheet off, put the sheet back on, pull the sheet off, put the sheet back on.
Maybe there are blink
God.
bugs in there, they're just hiding.
Oh no. Oh, one more. Two more.
Look,
Red
there's a
board,
lot
blue
of
board.
animals, and this kind of feels like Mistress's domain.
True.
Can you talk
Do
to
any
this
of them
little-
look hurt to the degree the wyvern is?
No, the wyvern is purposefully scarred in a way that so it can't majorly fight back or fly away. The rest of them don't look great. They're probably all in like yellow health. I just didn't go through and change every single hit point value to middle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because of my background, and because of something that happened in my background, as a Fearbulk, I do have it's a little bit boosted from like the Fearbulk animal handling of where I can just talk to plants and maybe persuade them. I have like 10 minutes, free 10 minutes of speak with animals.
I thought it for Volks could just always speak with animals.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
No, it's
they-
just a one-sided conversation normally.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to speak back, but
Oh.
like, was it through the Hero Chronicle?
Yeah, one of the sorry, my chair got stuck on my desk. Basically, there was a point in time where before she became a druid, she was a bear for a complete year, and then a druid dispelled that. And so because of that, she, as a race, talks to animals better.
Honestly, I hate it when that happens. When I'm a
When you
bear
just turn
for
into a bear
full
for a year.
Ugh.
Listen, if I was turned into a bear by
speak to
a
all of these
pastry that I
animals
gave
and
to
try
my
and get them
mother,
to
so
not
she wouldn't
kill
try to
us.
get me to
I'm gonna
marry
try.
someone from a random Scottish clan, I
I
would
mean,
simply
that sounds like
accept
the
my new
best
life
plan
as a
we've
bear.
got.
Jesus.
So it's either
Rip
that
to
or we've
America.
caged up.
I think everyone should be out of the way.
I want to watch Brave.
Absolutely, everyone should be out of the way in case.
I'll just open up
No.
one by one. Oh, shit. What are they? Okay, what is the outside of this?
Before we do that, can we look at the hole?
Oladim,
Yeah,
if you peer down into the hole, it is pitch black down there.
Another one.
If you slip your goggles on over your head, even at the end of your 60-foot vision, there still seems to be darkness.
I'm going to take one of the torches, light it, and drop it.
Right at where the edge of the darkness meets, you see the torch drop like another 10 feet and then hit the ground and like bounce a little bit and stay there and start to sputter because it's now a torch on the ground. But judging
Have
by...
we checked these tables?
Yes, you have. You have grabbed everything off the tables.
I'll send my familiar down there and look through its eyes
Does
because
he
it has
have
a
dark...
climb
Well,
speed.
yeah, he has. Okay, so what's his speed?
His speed. I'm so very glad you asked. Find
Oh, we
fam.
are out of order.
It is a lizard. 20
So
feet. So he'll dash
Lizard.
down
So
there
it'll
40
take
feet.
it'll take him about 2 turns to get down in there because it's 70 feet down.
That's fair. I'll hold on to Aladdin's shoulder.
Okay, so when you get down there, when he gets down there, sorry, he sees a large, oddly shaped room, and the torch gives off just enough light for him to see that there's one hallway to the east, and then there's a bunch of other hallways that looks like they were caved in. Probably around, I think it's another 7 hallways that look caved in.
Sick. I love this, you guys. There is one hallway that's exposed, a few, puny, I swear. And a few other hallways that are caved in.
You can't tell if they're like archways that look to have been blocked
Archways,
up
yeah.
or caved in.
About 70 feet down. Let me look through my spellbook real quick.
Who's got 2 lengths
So-
of rope?
Goes.
I mean,
50 feet of hempen rope.
I do have rope.
And pythons.
We can tie a rope to a cage and
True.
rappel down. I actually have 100 feet of rope. Actually, I have 150 feet of rope?
Damn, feels bad. I did not prepare. Fucking.
For some reason, I have
Featherfall.
I
two
think
lengths of.
somebody
50.
gave you theirs at some point.
I think so. But I also have silk rope, so.
Alright, as long as we have 2 50 feet sections of rope, we can get down there.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we've got plenty of rope. Do we want to go exploring the cave of a blue dragon?
Yes, its horde is probably down there.
So, what?
We should stay here for like an hour though, just for Exa. He seems really beat up, and
Kind
not
of what I
for
was
me,
thinking.
totally.
Yeah, let's take a minute and collect ourselves before we jump down a 70-foot hole into who knows what.
Also, Val, sorry. I did not know that would happen. Magic is unpredictable, and I think I rolled pretty high. I mean,
Roll to what? Got
he
the
knows too
feeling-
much. Keep him out.
He knows too much, lightning bolt.
He's not raging right now. You could kill him with one of those.
Don't resist the lightning.
Oh yeah, it's not just when your storm is up.
It's not.
Nope. I got the feeling that it was a little more than you anticipated.
Yes.
I would
Originally, I was
still-
gonna do it like 9th level.
I would still
Crazy.
appreciate a little more thought beforehand. You know,
I do nothing but think.
but I appreciate the apology.
He gives him a big smile and starts to help with the rope.
By the way, my spirit is up for an hour.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Since we have so much rope, I'm gonna tie it around that cage,
Okay.
because that has the least aggressive-looking animals in it.
There's some rabid blink dogs on me. Sorry.
Okay, so what did the
You
area
sure about
look
that,
like?
though?
I mean, apes, a pissed-off wyvern, or some dogs.
I mean, you could do it after you let stuff out too.
Sure.
Wait, so are we taking a short rest?
Ideally.
If you want to take a short rest, take a short rest.
What was the area outside of this?
It's pretty
building?
much. It's a couple. It's up a hill from the beach, like up a pretty large hill, probably about 500 or 600 feet from the beach. It's in a decent-sized clearing, about 200 feet in diameter, and then there's just forest all around it.
Okay. Jake, I'm asking player to DM.
Yep.
If
Hides me the player, you're the DM.
if this should wait until I have a full spell of speak with animals, or would I be able to do it with what I have racially?
Oh, no need to bring races.
I think if
Do you
you.
want my amulet? We can.
My
do
plan
it
is to release
You could
species of animals together. So all the bears, well, the black bears would go, then the brown bears, and like the boars, and the blink dogs, and the lions, and the tigers.
Oh my.
Well, you can
Separately.
You could also do what Exa just said and take it and attune to his amulet over a short rest, and then just, speak with animals.
Just stand up on the table,
Oh,
speak with animals,
right.
and shout at everybody for 10 minutes to go, hey,
That's
I'll let you all
also
out.
true.
Be patient.
So if you want to take the short rest and attune to X's amulet while you're at it, and then
Okay.
we'll say it will probably take like an hour, maybe 2 to get everything out, and I don't know how the fuck you want to get that wyvern out of there.
That
In a
wyvern is
normal
going to need some
way.
special attention.
No,
Don't
it didn't
move
move. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to get that wyvern out.
I was
Oh.
just adjusting its health so that way if you fight it, the
Well,
health starts
right,
adjusted.
Also, at this point,
Don't worry. We're
So-
very nimble.
Do you want me
wyvern
to
is
roll
probably-
for checks?
We'll just have it be 3 checks. And if you pass 2 of them, you pass. I don't want to
The
roll
wyvern is-
20 checks.
Probably better off just putting it out of its misery.
That thing will never be able to fly again, most likely.
It's a danger to anyone who comes across it.
Yeah,
You were all
and we
taking-
don't want it ransacking any of us down.
You're all taking a short rest now, I'm guessing?
Do we want to kill the wyvern first?
I got 12 more health, baby.
Well,
X is at 1. Yeah, X is at 1, and he gets his spell slots back on a short rest, so we can do it after.
Well, I don't want to waste a spell slot. I can just, stab it.
I mean, if you're going to sit there with your greatsword and just repeatedly stab this thing
Stab it through the crate.
I'll just say you do that. I'm not going to make you roll
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, you
but-
do that, but without a short rest.
Let's use a halberd.
The
So-
first
Yeah, exactly.
short rest.
Yeah, so you can all take a short rest. The wyvern will be very brutally. I mean, in the most humane way you can probably manage, but
Unless anyone has a better idea of dispatching a wyvern in a cage.
And then, how long with the attunement of X's thing?
it just happens over a short rest.
No, how long do I have it?
It's in your attunement slot. Oh, an hour? It's cast once, right?
Yeah, I think it's a once a day cast where you can use it. What did I? Who did I send?
Exa, do you need healing? Are you okay? Are you getting there?
I think I'll be okay.
I think it was just something that I let him.
Jesus Christ! Can I please roll above a fucking 5?
No.
Ben, do you remember if I sent you the speak with animals statistic stuff, or
I'll
I'm scrolling through.
look at the spell.
I just forget if I put a limit
right
on
back.
it, if it's once per day or something.
Yeah, it's once per day I can cast Speak with Animals, but otherwise it acts normally. So you can speak with animals for 10 minutes a day.
Yeah,
is
so
essentially.
So, between what I have with race and X's thing, I would like to cast Enhance Ability on myself and do Owl's Wisdom.
Okay.
It's my last third level spot. See, I've only used 3 third level spells. Okay.
Oh, I'll use Arcane Recovery.
So, from ones that look least threatening to most threatening.
Yeah, you tell me what order Mistress sees that in, please.
Bear's least threatening because of her background.
Okay, so brown or black first?
Black bears. Brown. Because black is smaller.
Black is smaller, but she has an affinity for brown bears. Well, if we're just doing 3 checks, it was just like, hey, this is brown bears, then black bears, then boars and apes.
Just do.
Then.
Okay, so make your 3 checks at advantage.
Yeah. Animal handling. At advantage 1. I don't even see him. Hold on. 2. And 3.
So it was DC
Okay.
15, and you had to pass 2 of the
I passed
3.
2.
So throughout the next hour, so you guys take an hour short rest, and then Mistress spends the next hour. She goes and talks to the apes, lets the chimps out of the thing, opens the door, and they just all up and leave. They go out and then pretty much just book it.
Oh, you missed an ape.
I know, he's behind the names.
Oh, okay.
Then the brown bears, or black bears, brown bears. Over the next hour, you see Mistress slowly talking to all of these animals, and they are reunited with either their children or just young of the same species. And
Doubling dogs.
after 2 hours from the dragon's death, the cages are empty, the building is quiet, and you are surrounded by slightly enchanted magical cages.
What's going on with these fellers?
They're non-lethally dead. Like, they also would have taken a short rest. We probably would have tied them.
Have we?
They're gonna still be unconscious for like another hour. I don't know what you guys
Okay.
are doing with them.
What-
Depending
Are we
on
doing
how much
anything with his
rope we
body?
have.
Once I wake up, I'm gonna go get my bear from outside. I'm gonna get Callisto from outside and bring him in.
I figured you did that before all the other animals ran past him. So
Yeah.
Callisto is back with you.
Are
Do
we
you
doing
happen
anything
to
with his
know
body?
if there's any use for dragon boards?
You guys, I don't think any of you would know that. Maybe Soul, but Soul would have no clue on how to harvest them.
Yeah, I'll do like a history.
I mean,
Check,
Mistress,
I see
you
it.
know about the one recipe you have, so you can try and harvest that part.
And I've. Okay. Yeah.
See if I've read a book
survival?
on how to do it.
Yes.
I probably have.
Is
So you're not.
this. The enhanceability is off, right?
Yeah, you would
in
spend
1
the
hour.
hour. Yeah.
Okay. 7.
Lightning doesn't really hurt me as much, apparently. So
This
if
will, you're
you
not gonna
were to-
harvest
want
anything that
this?
does damage like that. She's just going
Val
for the
doesn't-
tongue. Oh, you're
He
just
doesn't
doing it
know
anyway. You're fine. You're right. My bad. So your history check, you don't know how to harvest dragon parts. You do know that things like eyes and teeth and hearts can be sold to the right person, like high up archmages, because they like them for potions and other spells. But you don't know how to harvest that. You just know in passing.
Would I know what type of spells or material components?
They're not really for specific spells, as in like
Potions.
dragon. Well, they're for potions, but like dragon parts are magical. So when wizards are trying to create new spells, sometimes components from a blue dragon might be helpful.
Can someone try to get their teeth?
I think that would be relatively easy.
I have a question.
Yep.
With all of my chicken dishes that I've learned from, like, the ship cooks, they would have taught me how to clean a chicken, right?
Can I spatchcock this dragon?
Yes, you know how to clean a chicken.
She wants to spatchcock a dragon.
The amount of force required to spatchcock a dragon would be insane.
Are you gonna?
No,
Spatchcock
No.
something, you break its
no,
breastbone in half.
I'm just.
After cutting its spine out.
Ugh. No, it's mostly like when she does harvest it, it's not going to be absolutely hideous. Like the piece of meat. If I succeed the check, it's not going to be like a hideous piece of flesh or meat
I mean,
because she's butchered before.
yes, but you're also cutting the tongue out of a dragon, which is much tougher than anything you've dealt. It's not going to be a hideous piece of meat, but it's probably not going to be like Smoke and Fraudery doing this.
Yeah.
It's also quite large.
It's also
Yeah.
a tongue. It's not exactly pretty looking to begin with.
I literally only know about spatchcocking from American Dad.
I don't know that word, so when you
We
said
watch
it,
a
I was
lot
like,
of cooking shows.
He said spatch.
spatchcock. He said
He's
spatch.
got cooked.
Flatten an
He
animal
said
by breaking its
spatch.
breastbone in half, so it cooks more evenly.
That's like that classic episode of The Amazing Spider-Man on, like,
Okay, Chris, can you make
A
those checks for me?
network. where
Yeah.
it's like they've set a
Is it
booby
survival?
trap, and then Deadpool's like,
It's probably
"He said
gonna be.
trap."
It's gonna be Dex. If you want Oladim to help you, you can. He can do the check for you. If you guide him, because I'm sure Oladim's butchered things in his past.
Yeah, I've only a +2 to dex.
That's a
Or is
check.
there anything other than teeth that you want? The horn,
Scales,
eyes,
horn. Yeah. Whatever you can get without destroying it too much would be helpful. The eyes might be a little more difficult than something like the
So-
scales or teeth, but I believe in you.
The tongue doesn't come out pristine at all, and you probably leave about half of it inside the dragon because you don't know where to cut. But you do get like a decent. You think enough for 7 pieces of jerky, maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Who's gonna lead the trying to harvest teeth, claws, horns, whatever else the fuck you want to try and harvest?
I don't really care, although I would like a tooth for reasons.
I'm just gonna keep harvesting stuff out of this mouth.
Okay, make me 3 more dex checks, Alden.
system.
Okay, so the first one will be teeth. You're already in the mouth. Cutting them out and pulling them out isn't that hard. You guys get a total of... Custom dice are nice.
I'm gonna put this in notes.
You get a total of
Ooh.
14 teeth.
Edit.
The next... We'll say the last one was for the horn. You get the horn, and...
Teeth.
You get... Wow, and you get 6 dragon scales as well.
Nice.
Can I have a tooth, please?
One of our 14.
As I'm
No!
doing this, I'm putting
Yes,
it
of
all
course
back
you can.
to one.
What was that, Trey?
As I'm cutting stuff out, I'm just handing it back.
Okay.
to everyone.
Dragon horn.
So whoever has
and
all those
6
is up to you
dragon scales.
guys. But
I put it in our notes, so
I figured the bag of holding will hold them, Val.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll pass out a tooth apiece. Does everybody want a tooth?
I'll take a
need one.
tooth.
I'll take a 2.
So teeth are handed out.
Jake, I just sent you the
Yep.
handbook that I reference when y'all do dragon stuff.
Thank you. I'm gonna pin that because we don't already have enough.
It just
pin
gives
messages or
like
anything.
DCs and values.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You don't have to come up.
Yeah, I'll look at that next time. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
We've got 10 teeth left over.
So-
Bag of holding. Dragon meat.
To your guys' knowledge and experience, this dragon is harvested.
Oh, and also, while Mistress was going around for that hour, I would have been prepping the rope to go down.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys could have easily tied that. Actually, can I get a with advantage?
Rival?
Yeah, survival check.
High tech.
What's your survival?
+4.
14. You are pretty confident in the not holding the ropes together and the not holding the rope to the cage.
Was that a double-breasted wallop knot?
No, it's a ship knot.
Oh.
And with Val helping you, that lowered the DC because he would know a lot about knots that don't fall away easily.
A naughty boy.
It's a slip knot.
Val's gonna be like, I'll be last, guys.
It's a double flip knot, actually. No, whatever.
It's a Honda knot.
Jesus. So, what are you guys doing?
On the days, I'm going down the hole.
Yeah, let's go down the hole.
Also good.
Sure,
down
why
the
not?
hole.
I'll be second behind him, I guess.
It's a
Actually,
fish.
Not the first time.
Mistress, make an intelligence check for me.
That's not good. Can I have
The
guidance?
rest of you are too stupid.
No, just make an intelligence check. It's not a high DC.
You underestimate my intelligence.
Okay. Yep.
Yep,
That's
what?
it. We're
Yep,
good.
yep, yep,
We're
what?
It was DC 9.
Yep, what?
Nothing. There's nothing bad happening.
I failed it.
Yeah, it was just to see if you would put 2 and 2 together that, like, you have a recipe for dragon meat. Would you want to take some of this dragon meat in case you find one for blue dragon? But
She doesn't realize that. All right, let's go down.
so crit on stealth. I'm gonna need athletics
Oh.
checks to go down the rope. They are low DC because you have a rope.
Are we
Oh,
all
you
stealthing?
underestimate my
Are we all-
strength.
You should probably.
I was
allow it.
stealthing because I was going down first.
Oh, because I can do pass without choice.
These are not at advantage, by the way. That was a 9.
That's a choice one.
Oh, it's a 9. Oh, athletics.
Pretty
Okay.
stealthy.
My 21 athletics to help grab him by the scruff of the neck if he falls.
It will. It will
Nice.
affect some things. Okay, so let's see this.
As without choice, I had said after I realized
Well,
we were
so
rolling.
Aladdin was
stealth.
going down first because stealth. Is everybody stealthing?
We all
I'm
roll for it.
I was going second and trying to be quiet.
So Aladdin, you get around. Make a dex save for me, Aladdin.
I have a +10. I rolled a 2. How?
So you get with a 9, you get most of the way down the rope. You get past the knot, and you're probably around 30 feet from the bottom when you slip. And you fall.
I do in athletics too.
Slow fall, baby.
Slow fall.
Slow fall,
Oh, do
baby.
you have that now?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
mine's
had
got
that
it at
slow
level 4.
Okay, so
Or
you.
Earlier, I think.
Luckily enough, as you slip out of the rope, you're able to just swing yourself enough and grab the sides of the wall and slow your descent and land nicely.
Wait, how far was it again?
It was 3d6, so you would be fine at your level.
Yeah, I can completely
Yeah, it's you.
beat all of that.
Yeah, you could. I think at your level, you could almost jump from the top and negate all damage.
I can take 30 points of damage.
Yeah,
like,
so
in the game.
you could have literally jumped from the top and only taken like 1 or 2d6 damage. Next up, Exo or Val was going next. 21 athletics. You sail down that rope. Can you roll a stealth for me?
I did. It was a 14.
Oh, okay, and
Well,
pass that
that's
check.
not a choice, maybe?
Yep. So you easily slide down the rope and position yourself at the bottom. I'm guessing you're there to catch people that might fall.
Yep.
Soul,
Yes.
you get about 10 feet down the rope before you fall.
You hate to see it. That awkward moment when you don't prepare featherfall.
You're
Um,
within 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh no, yeah, you catch him.
I do hate to see it.
But you two are gonna split the fall damage.
One fall damage, one squish damage.
Yeah, pretty much. You rolled a 4, so give me 1 second to look up what I've written down for that.
How heavy is he?
I'm not too heavy. I'm not strong. I don't have muscle mass.
Oh,
I'm
Can I
like
make it?
5'10".
Could I make a strength check to not take damage?
it was
Oh,
gonna be 5
solid.
damage each, so
Solid.
I'll still make a strength check.
sure, go for it.
15.
You'll take 2 damage instead of 5. You're able to just cushion him enough that you lead the impact, but he still falls into your very muscular form at a high level. Mistress, 9 stealth,
Yeah, it's
17 athletic, or 19 stealth, 17 athletics. You slide down the rope very easily. You get down and step off right next to Val, who is setting Soul down from falling 50 feet. And Exa, same with you. You easily get down the rope.
Wee.
Guys, that's not that easy. That can't be that easy for everyone else. I swear. Oh.
Classic wizard.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh, wizard.
He's out
Hey.
of balance. I can just see Soul like putting the back of his move through his head and flailing backwards.
I'm hoping this works.
The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. The dude, no.
I see
Good.
nothing.
Yep, you should see nothing.
Bikini bottom.
1 hour later.
What a good man.
1 second, stream.
Tom Kenny is a good man. What?
Man
What?
was a good man.
Tom Kenny? Is.
What?
He still is. Hopefully.
No, he
You
is.
know-
He is.
Oh, phew.
I just wanted to get your heart racing.
Not my good boy Tom Kenny. The SpongeBob.
So you all are here.
Sees it.
And let me reveal just a little more so you can...
God, Val.
What was that?
All landed on you.
I'm used to it.
So if
It's
you
like a-
see a bunch of boulders, that is a caved-in entrance, and this is the one entrance that Soul saw there was nothing in. Or there's not nothing in, there's the no boulders in the archway, sorry.
Do I see anything down here? Like, living
You
or...
don't see anything living. If you look up to the ceiling, there's probably a few bats, but
Yeah, that's fine.
nothing that you sense aggression from.
I'll go ahead and step forward before everyone else,
Whoa.
just in case.
If you want Squish to go more, he can.
Might I investigate?
Ravioli.
With that, easily. With a natural 20, I'll give you the entire chamber's description. When you
I
descend,
mean, I was looking.
I know. I was already about to read it, so you're just getting it after I say everything. When you descend into the lair, you find a large, open, rocky room. This room is in a weird shape, and as you look around, you see multiple caved-in sections. To the west, east, you see an open chamber. No, that is west. I said that wrong earlier. My bad. The air is humid, and it is pitch black to anybody who does not have dark vision. The chamber you're in, after investigating it, you see multiple claw marks along the floor and a area that looks like a bigger depression than the rest in a weird oval shape, and you get the feeling that this is probably where the dragon slept. But there's no traps, loot, or anything else in this room that you can tell.
I was looking ahead to this room.
Yes, I know. That's what the description was. That is where the dragon slept.
That was just the dragon sleeping.
Yes. So probably was woken up and moved everything out of the way and just came up.
We've been taking a closer look at these caved-in places. Does it look like they were recent, or
It looks like they were purposeful. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that.
But you did it.
Why isn't it?
made it worse?
Yeah.
It's getting bigger, guys. There's a black blob over here.
Oh no.
I don't
A
understand. why
black pudding. No.
So I'm gonna draw things just to make this a little easier. We're gonna draw them in green. Every X
I
is an
remember
entrance
that
to a
black
different
pudding
room.
we fought at the start of Storm King's Thunder.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was killing goblin children during that.
True.
Um,
The caved-in sections all look. As you look around the sides of them, you can see claw marks in the ground, and it looks like they're purposefully blocked off and have been opened and closed multiple times. And some of them look more open and closed than others.
which ones?
The most opened and closed ones would be this one down here, this one over here, this one up here, and these other two top ones. So, though it's easier to just say which ones aren't, I guess. The ones with red will be the ones that have the least amount of traffic. The other ones, it's hard to tell, but there is heavy usage of them.
We might find more on the other sides of these walls.
That's what I'm thinking. We might need to start excavating if we want to find loot.
Or we can go down the path. Oh, wait. No, there's nothing else in the room, right? This is
No, that just looks like it's where he sleeps.
where he sleeps. Okay, sorry. I was
You're good.
paying attention to another thing. Let me look at my spell book really quick. Do.
I can do something after a long rest.
I can pick rocks up and move them.
Whoa, what's that spell?
There is
I'm
quite a lot of
kidding.
rocks in each of these entrances, Val. Just giving you DM to player, probably about 30 to 40 minutes with help, an hour by yourself to clear out a single entrance.
I'd assume these rocks aren't airtight, right?
No, they're just
Some
probably.
of them, so yes and no. Some of them, they're thick. They're not probably truly airtight, but what are you trying to get through? I'm guessing is more of the answer or the question.
I just mean there are rocks piled in front of these doorways, right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to, because in gaseous form, I can slip through any crack that isn't airtight. So I can just use gaseous form to check them all out and then report back as to what's in each one.
Yeah, there's definitely enough room in most of them, especially near the top. The bottoms are all there, but the tops aren't perfectly to the roof. So with gaseous form, you'd be able to slip through most
Okay.
of them, probably all besides this one.
I will tell everyone to give me
yeah.
a minute, and I will check what's in all of them except that one. And then you guys can work on opening that one.
How long has it
Pumpkin
been
is hard.
since we started the fight with the dragon?
About 2 hours and 15 minutes, I'll say.
Okay.
Which one do you want to start on, Exa?
Just gonna go from left to right. So
What is he doing?
So
I'm casting gaseous form and then going in and out of each passageway so I can see what's on the other side.
So as you get to to that one, let me line these up and make sure I'm giving you the right descriptions.
I don't know which one was blocked off, but I'll start moving rocks out of it. The one that he couldn't get into.
Okay. That one's probably going to be just a little more than the time because of how much it's padded up, but I'll have you make the
help
checks
him?
after I tell him. Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
Should
I'll-
I help
well-
him move rocks?
Yes, you can, Mistress. Exa.
Okay.
In that
and
room,
I'll adjust density.
it is a small, about 10 foot by 10 foot stone room. There's a singular desk in the corner. The desk has candles that are unlit, and the table seems to be some papers. The desk has 3 drawers. The top drawer contains bottles, or sorry, I'm not going to tell you what it contains because you can't do that in gaseous form.
Yeah.
So there's a singular desk.
But it disappeared. Great.
What?
I was trying to mark it, but if I draw anything in the darkness, it disappears.
Yeah.
So desk.
Perfect.
Why am I using this? I can just use the fucking text function. Hold on. Alright, I'll look in the second one while I'm trying to... So, this one right here.
As you
I'm
go
trying
through
to-
this room, you see a much larger room. There's a small tunnel, and it opens up to about a 30-foot wide by 20-foot deep room. Inside of it, you see 5 cells, and inside 3 of them you see people that are in very bad condition.
Ooh, okay. Alright. Oh, no, that's
Oh
not
no,
what I wanted to say.
prawners.
This one, prawners.
This one, do you have a sense of smell as gaseous form?
No.
Okay. You're pretty glad you don't have a sense of smell, because as you enter this room, it's a large pit that goes downwards, and as you peer into it,
Oh, it's the poop pit.
it's
Nice.
the feces, it's the excrement pit.
Alright, nice.
So we're going in that one first, right, guys?
This is the one Val's clearing out, so I assume that's the one I can't go through.
No, that's Val's clearing out the one below that. As you enter this one,
okay.
how much you still have dark vision, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
You see carnage, carcasses, bones, blood. It looks like this is where he brings and buries his food and then eats it. This probably sealed off so that way.
You see the comic book character Carnage? That's
yes,
crazy.
You see the comic book character Carnage.
Oh yeah, that is definitely. Okay. I can't go through this one. This one.
As you enter into that one, it's a very dusty and unused chamber. Look, there's actually about 4 beds for normal people in this chamber, but it looks like it's not been used in a very long time.
Okay. And then 2 more to go.
As you enter this one, it's the largest of the rooms you found so far, but it is actually empty to your eye, and in the far west side of it, you do see a tunnel that leads somewhere.
Okay. And last one.
Ashley!
Ashley, how are you?
Hey.
Hey!
Ashley!
Wanna play D&D with us? You could just,
Yeah.
you just come in as the dragon.
And you're going in the last one now, Exa?
Yeah.
This room to your... Unless you want to make an extra perception check, has nothing in it.
I'll roll the perception die. Ooh, nice. My solid +0 perception.
It looks to be a very empty room.
Cool.
Probably nothing in there. You could he go past Val to see what's in that room just so we know before?
he can't. Val, make your checks, Val.
I adjust density to make him denser to give him advantage on strength checks.
Why wouldn't you make the rocks lighter? Come on, man.
Because I don't need to. I can also only do it on creatures.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fair.
what am I making?
It's an athletics
Wait,
check.
And it's one. Well, I could make each individual object. Yeah, it's one object or creature, so I could make one lighter
it's just
as
an
he
action.
does it.
You just make
It's
the
the
rocks and pick
same.
them up
Yeah,
later.
it's indefinite, but it's the same. I think
Listen,
it'll work.
which is cooler?
So you're stacking
So
multiple
Making
abilities.
the guy happier or picking up light rocks?
Do I have advantage on this or not?
You have advantage, and the time is lessened because Soul and Mistress are helping you in different ways. Yeah, with Mistress helping you, with about half an hour's worth of work, you focus on the big rocks and she pulls all the smaller ones out of the way. You guys
adjust density
get
on
this clear.
every single rock individually.
Though I will say, Exa, with your slow speed and actually like observing all these rooms in gaseous form, I'll say that probably takes about the half an hour it takes them to clear this. So you can come out of it if you want or stay in it.
No, I'm gonna come out and tell people that there are people. I'll give people a description, but mostly I'll point out that there are people in one of them.
Desks, prisoners, poop, food, beds, tunnel, empty. Oh, thanks, Axel.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say many words. I think you can all look at the map and tell what's in this room.
I was not on the
God,
map.
someone did not sweep up.
Loot.
What am I looking at? Oh, treasure.
Um, can I
Hey.
make an investigation check
You can.
for
Mistress,
traps?
you can. Mistress does not see anything off the bat.
Guys, can we worry about this? X is gonna say, guys, can we worry about the treasure after we rescued the people?
There are people to be rescued?
Yes, I thought I made that clear. There are people to be rescued in this one.
Absolutely. Let's go rescue the people. Point the way.
I'll point into one of the rocks. I'm like, we are gonna have to clear it out first.
I'll point the way to the room. Athletics again?
Yep. And we'll do the same thing. It's Kasol, you can use the adjust density at will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yep. Another half an hour passes. And this room is cleared. Oh. Polygon reveal is a great tool, but takes a second.
What subclass are you guys most excited about? For Tasha's culture know everything.
Oh,
I'm most
The,
excited about the College of
Twilight
No, wait.
Cleric, so that my character can stop being UA.
I'm most excited
excited
about
For the Pact of
Pretty
Mouth.
Bard
excited
of
for Twilight Cleric.
Spirits,
all
but
of the
I don't
rogues.
think that that's gonna be in the.
Okay, so
I'm most excited for the class feature, so my rangers and paladins can have cantrips. But in terms of subclasses, Way of Mercy Monk.
Way of Mercy Monk is sick.
So, you see 3 prisoners in a cell. A human male in what was once fine clothing, but definitely looks like it has been torn apart. A female genasi, probably around 19 years old, who looks horrified. And a
What kind? Fire?
yes, and a male gnome who looks on the verge of probably actual death.
Okay, then I'll go to him first.
Hey kids, we've come for
You
you.
like violence?
Hey,
Do you want me to stick 9-inch nails into
like
each one of my
violence?
eyelids?
You wanna stick 9 nails into each of my eyelids?
Okay, so who's doing what now that you're in here?
These are locked
Are these
cages.
cages locked?
Yes.
If so, I will attempt to pick them.
Okay,
These
give
are
me
mine.
3 thieves tools checks.
Can I do?
With dexterity, I presume?
Yes. What was that, Mistress?
Oh.
I'm gonna do a healing word on almost dead person.
Not great. Okay, pretty good.
His wounds heal, and he looks better, but he's still very tired. But he does come to and thank you, ma'am, I presume. And he just looks, even though you healed him, he's still very exhausted. Val, are you talking to the fire genasi?
Step back for the lock to be picked.
Okay. So 10, 20, 13. The first one, so this guy's does not get picked, though you do pick the lock on the fire genasi and the halfling.
Alright, Val, you're up, I guess. I assume at some point I took Val's one handcuff off.
I
I
don't
don't-
know. Would you?
Yeah.
During
I
the
have-
short rest earlier.
I'll take your handcuff off during the short rest.
Put it on these.
Assuming you let me take your handcuff off, I
I
will.
can't imagine Val would have just broke it off while you were unconscious.
So, I mean,
Like while he was
they are
raging.
manacles.
You
While
probably could.
I had that hill giant strength potion.
Would you have wasted it on this?
No, I drunk it before the
Oh, yeah.
dragon fight.
That's right.
I'm gonna have to buy new manacles.
Yeah, your manacles are broken, Exa.
Yeah,
Ugh,
at some point he
alright.
probably just ripped it off.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever.
What do I need to make to break this lock?
Strength check. Or athletics, I guess. Athletics could work.
I'll adjust your density so you have advantage.
I love that so much.
You actually you only passed because of him.
Yeah, thank you.
No
So
problem.
this man in the cage is very tired, very weak, and just looks at you and he's like, he sees that like Exa going around lockpicking, and he's like, "Yes, we're getting out of here." And then like Exa gets to his cage, he's like, "I can't get it, Val, you're up." And you just walk out, take the greatsword up, and shove it through. He gets to this far back in the cage as possible. He's like, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please, please, please don't kill me!" And you just apply pressure, and the door snaps forward.
Oops.
And he's just like, thank you for not killing me.
We're better than that. I pat him on the shoulder as he walks out. I help him out.
They are
Can I
all-
give them my jerky
What do you mean?
and rations?
Oh, you can give them food, yeah. They can all eat some
No.
of your food.
How are we gonna get these guys? We'll probably use the tunnel.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right,
put them back
that's
up.
fair. I'll have to climb back up and get my bear if we use the tunnel to get out.
Watchers. I love a good paladin.
So let me get rid of these X's that you've already opened. They all thank you profusely, and the only thing the halfling says is there any way you can get me to the Greater Dragon?
The what?
The inn you guys stayed at last night.
Oh, okay. I thought he meant there was another whole bigger dragon.
No,
Excuse
like,
me, what the
the
fuck?
Greater Dragon was the name of the inn you stayed at.
Okay. I'm like, They're coming in?
So I'm
You
gonna
broke up there,
I'm
bud.
gonna separate the pound of jerky and then give them each a set of rations.
They will devour it ravenously.
Or actually, I'll give them 2 sets of rations.
Okay, they eat it all. Besides the halfling, he nibbles on it and he eats enough, but he doesn't devour it, and he just kind of falls asleep. They will all be out here in the main room now.
Oh, this is cool.
They don't want to sit in cages longer than they have to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Mayhap.
Same. Are any of you 6th level?
Yeah.
That'd
Are you
be
talking to
wild
them?
if they were. No, not our party. I know we are.
I hope so.
I'll help investigate the treasure thing.
You walk in and you see the room is split 2 ways, and there is piles of coins on either side, though you really don't see any items among them. But
I missed the last 60 to 120 seconds because storms.
the people ate the rations that Mistress gave them, besides the halfling who picked at them and passed out.
Actually, in Colorado Springs.
They moved out of the
It's not in Denver.
cages. That's what's in the piles. And besides that, Mistress and Soul went to loot.
And we've
Money
made it
splitter.
canon that we know that Val has a bag of holding, right?
Yes. Yeah, after the whole storm incident, when they came into the room and shoved a bunch of shit in it, everybody was there. So, what?
Hey Val! Do you want to help with some gold?
Absolutely. Are we rage looting? Is that what we're doing?
Well, the amount of money in the room is in the chat.
Yeah. Are we just gonna split that up?
Put it there too. What is Oladim Exa? What are you doing?
We're gonna split that up evenly, or
I'm gonna watch the people
I
and
think
make
that
sure
is-
nothing bad happens to them.
Make an insight check for me.
I was just going to collect it for now.
I'll do the math in my head to split it up as
No, I got it.
Google a
That's fine.
calculator.
It's fine, I got it.
Okay.
Oladim, are you doing anything?
I'm watching the hole.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nothing's. I mean, like, not even a drip of dust. It seems like nothing's there. Oh, you tied up the people above you, right?
Yes, we did. I'm just making sure there's nothing else happening up there.
Yeah, fair. X, can you make the insight check for me?
Oh, he was make it. I heard you say insight check, but it didn't. Okay.
We didn't get any platinum.
Basically, the halfling
nice.
man looks tired, the fire genasi woman looks scared to
Wow.
all hell,
Oh,
and the commoner
nine,
looks
okay. I thought it was
And what? No, yeah, you're fine. It's and the man looks annoyed.
what a weird guy. Who would be fucking annoyed?
After like being freed from being kept there for I'll go over and ask them a few questions. I'll ask the guy like how long have you been here?
3 or 4 days. Who are you people?
Just some travelers trying to help. Just trying to help.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
And you just see like a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, the dragon? No, that's alive. I thought you meant George. George is dead. The dragon? No, very much alive.
The dragon. I'm so sorry.
Make a deception check now.
I'm not actually trying to deceive them in any way.
He's just making a funny. I ask, how did you find yourself in this situation?
I bought a hunt from these people and
Oh.
I saw a dragon dropping it off, and I ran, and I got my lion. I got it taxidermied. I tried to pay these people to make it quick, and then when I was leaving the city...
Oh, what's your name?
Harold Banfold, why?
Yep. We saw your name on a piece of paper.
Yeah, we know you.
Oh.
You're kind of a shit.
Whoa.
And believe it or not, he's actually part of the reason we're here anyway.
True. So thank you.
That's
Who would
true.
have
You did help us find this place, although I guess you didn't really try.
Well, thank you for saving me. That thing is terrifying.
True. I'll ask the fire genasi go the same thing. How long have you been here and what happened?
It's a week or two, and just I would rather not say, if that's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
She looks very embarrassed.
Oh.
Like, I'm gonna go back
I really
up
want to know. Soul's so curious.
You're gonna climb up the rope. You're gonna climb up the rope.
Well, I'm gonna climb about 15 feet up the rope and then shadow step out of the hole. Yeah.
Then while you're there, can you get Callisto?
Make a dex check for me, because you can't. You'd have to climb up more than that, because you'd be shadow stepping to the rafters, because there's not a shadow you can see on the top side. So if you climbed up like 40 feet, you can.
Oh no! I just want to shadow step to where I can just grab the lip of the.
Oh, so you're just shadow stepping to the rope itself.
Kind of, yeah, and then just like right onto the lip and pull myself out.
Okay, make a
So
low
probably
DC.
still a dex to like come like get out of that.
Make an athletics check, a low DC athletics check, and a low DC dex check. Just the first one to see. Yep, 15, 12. You make it. The landing on the shadow step's a little iffy. You're not used to shadow stepping like that yet, but you were able to climb out, and the top looks the same. At this point in time, you do see 2 bandits struggling against restraints.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that.
Define take care.
Not the uwu way.
Okay.
I'm just gonna knock him back out.
Okay, easy enough. 2 more.
Without
Not
context.
the
Not the uwu way sounds so weird without context. Not the uwu way, you know.
Okay, so you don't know this, but you bought yourself another 2 hours of them being unconscious.
Cool. So if I were to grab, say, the cage that Callisto is in, right?
Yeah.
Shadow step down there. Does the cage would go with me, right?
No.
Why
And-
not?
The same thing, the same logic, and you can't bring another person with you. I would count since it has a living creature in it, another person.
I was just relying on you slow falling down.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try something a little bit more fun. If Callisto dies, I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
That's fine. Whatever.
I'm going to
I'll be
toss
sad
the
for you.
cage down the hole, shadow step to the bottom, and catch the cage.
Oh, okay.
6 chance.
Make
Okay. Alright.
Make a strength
I
save.
don't like this at all, actually.
Make a strength save for me.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back. You can't do this with my bear.
It's gonna be a dead bear and a very hurt halfling.
This sucks.
Callisto's in a cage. I don't picture him taking that much damage. I just picture a metal cage crushing all of him.
Callisto can't brace himself.
Please don't hurt the bear.
Toss
Um,
Callisto off a cliff.
And then
I'm not-
shadow step to the bottom.
I'm not going
and,
to kill the bear on this. Aladdin, however, is going to take 10 damage. You catch it. Callisto's hurt, terrified, but fine. You, on the other hand, have a very hurt shoulder, considering you just caught a metal cage falling from 70 feet.
Oh, mistress, can I have my amulet back?
Yeah, Callisto is terrified and pissed and shit all over that cage.
I use my ring to clean it up.
Okay.
Can I use an animal
also
handling
help
check
him.
before I give it back to Exa? To try to calm him down?
Yes, you can.
I also have food, which...
I will
What's
attempt to
happening?
help you.
In Soul, if you ask the halfling, he pretty much just blows you off. Hey, thank you for the sub, Ancient Shaman.
Well, I assumed he was a
Well,
slave.
Bo.
yeah.
Sorry, it pops up with that.
Oh, I
was looking
didn't
at-
dance! Oh, there it is.
Oh,
It's
there
dancing.
it is. Oh my god.
Thank you, Bo.
Oh, hey, that was number 100 too.
Hey.
After I catch the cage, I'm just gonna turn around and look at Exa and say, "Here you go."
Thanks.
Am I making this at normal?
Yeah.
Not the way I would have done it, but I won't complain.
Okay.
Callisto, after seeing you, immediately calms down, and you reach in the cage and pet him, and he nuzzles up to your hand and calms down. Though Callisto may have an aversion to Aladdin from this point forward.
Okay with that.
He's like, that was the point. I hate this fucking bear.
So what else are you guys doing?
I'll help them clear the other ones.
Were we gonna explore that one?
The tunnel, not poop or food. Desk, desk, because tunnel goes further in, I'd assume. So desk and empty and beds might be worth it to check it out. The
Oh, I wasn't
beds
planning on
seem-
checking out any of those.
any of those.
Yeah.
I was.
I'm sure there's some stuff in them, but I didn't think it would be worth. But if you guys want to.
Well, I mean, Val just got a nat 20 on athletics, so Val, pick whichever entrance you want to clear. Whether you want to do the one advancing or the ones in
Or
the
the
area.
poop. You want to clear out the poop.
I do want to clear out the poop. I have to take a poop. Val does. I guess we'll do the tunnel then. If nobody thinks that beds is really important, beds are empty.
I think desk is important.
I can make our own bed.
Beds. I don't think. Empty
Wait,
might
Wait, are we
be.
gonna do are we gonna loot the treasure?
They did.
Yeah, we
We
already did.
Oh, okay.
It was just gold.
Oh,
Um,
right, I was
Make our
watching
own
the previews, I
beds.
forgot.
We could do all of these.
Yeah,
I've got
We
time.
could do all of
I'm
these.
just saying, what you
I
got
want the
then?
time.
You want to do tunnel
I'm
first?
interested in the desk if we're taking opinions.
We'll do the desk.
I'm
Okay.
so interested in the desk.
And then we want to do beds, empty tunnel. Skip
Yeah.
food and poop.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah, with X's advice, skip food and poop. You don't want to go in those rooms.
Why?
Because it's literally just food and poop.
Okay. But we need somewhere to poop.
Someone give me the help action
I have
question
a
mark.
ring that magically picks things up. That magically cleans up poop. We can
And
poop
I
literally
can
anything.
I
Magic-
don't
We can
like
go full
that.
Hogwarts
I
on
don't
this.
like that Exa cleans up everyone's poop.
We can
We
turn
go
this into
full
ours.
Hogwarts on this. You just
So-
shit on
so-
the floor and then use magic.
Can I get a help action from like Mistress, and she helps me investigate. Okay.
I mean, investigation.
All of them would be the one to
No,
help you.
just the help action.
Okay.
He just wants advantage.
Yeah, that's fine. I can help.
I'm a min-maxing little shit. Thank God for that.
Let me find this real quick. Where the fuck is that? No. So you see what Exa described to you earlier, a small chamber. There is a desk and a chair. There is some candles on top of the desk, and on the right side of the desk there is 3 drawers. With that investigation, you can tell that in the top drawer there is paper and ink.
Of the magic variety or of the normal variety?
Of the magic variety.
Sorry. Continue.
Fucking nutted.
Hell yeah.
The next drawer down has a component pouch in it and a couple other random scattered things. A jade piece worth 50 gold, a 50 gold piece diamond, and a 100 gold piece pearl.
And a
And-
1,000 gold piece agate.
No.
50
Thanks.
GP.
Is there a list?
I'm DMing them to him.
Double. Okay.
And the third drawer at the bottom, which is the largest of the 3, is locked.
Exa, come here.
Alright, I'll try to pick the lock.
Would a 22 include an investigation for traps, or would I have to do a
The,
separate
the
investigation?
desk itself and the drawers are not trapped.
Alright.
Ooh, I want to see if I can try something. So I'm going to type in at Exa, then vertical line.
Vertical
Let's try a
line.
skill. Athletics underscore roll. Close parentheses. Doesn't work. What the fuck? Oh, athletics
22.
shouldn't be capitalized.
With the 22, Exa does open the drawer. Inside the drawer, you see a lead box about a foot in each dimension, so a lead cube. And as you pull it out, it itself is locked again.
Jesus. Can I check this for traps?
You can.
Okay, you can type it in like that if you want a really roundabout way of rolling. You just have to replace the parentheses with set brackets.
So instead
Anyway,
of
I'll
just press,
try to unlock that.
Wait. I check for traps first.
Too late, bitch.
Okay. I go up to check for
I didn't
tracks,
hear
and
you
he's like,
say it.
Exa just shoulders him out of the way.
Exa, make a con check for me, or con save.
Yeah, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, boy.
Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
Sometimes
You're
you
all
fuck
next
up,
to
you
it,
gotta
going
take,
head first into
you gotta take
everything.
what's coming into you.
Lord. All those
Hey,
20 we just
what?
rolled.
What the hell?
What?
What? Oh, okay.
You thought you rolled the 5d6?
Yeah.
Because it
Now,
came
on
in at
my
the same
screen,
time.
When I clicked Constitution
So,
saving throw, and
Exa,
it rolled with my color, I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck is going on?
Exa, as you pick the lock and it pops open, you just see a nice of green smoke get blown in your face, and you can't stop yourself from inhaling, and you take 13 points of poison damage.
Okay. It'd be like
We're
that
gonna
sometimes.
PPK us one day.
Yes, I am.
Gonna be-
Inside
I'm gonna
this
cough up a little blood.
inside
Good.
this bottle, or inside this box, you see a bottle of metallic liquid.
It's mercury.
I'll cast Identify while they're clearing out the next thing.
You even have the material component for identify now.
He's had that. He just hasn't had the one for the fortune favor.
Yeah.
You cast Identify, and it comes back with nothing.
For this,
Yep.
what?
Nothing.
For the silvery liquid?
Yep.
Is it just mercury?
You don't know.
I mean, if
Can I
it's just
do that?
mercury,
Identify it.
Is it just mercury? Can I do a
This
Huh.
bitch,
Is
this
there
bitch
any
literally just yeeted me off
paper-
a fucking mountain. What
Is
a
there-
rude dude.
Any like papers? There's no papers or anything on the desk, right?
Not on the
Look.
desk, no.
All right. So I noticed these are all like spell components, magic paper. This is probably a mage's desk. Can I do some sort of Arcana check to try to glean what this liquid is? If I know if mercury or some other liquid is. a
You
spell
can do an
component?
Arcana check.
All right. Oh, not advantage. Oh, it's just sick.
It doesn't appear to be arcane in nature, though it does seem to move in a way that it shouldn't.
Might just be a creature.
Mercury.
I don't.
Yeah,
like that.
this still seems in line with what Mercury is.
Huh. Huh.
What?
Exa, come here.
Okay, I'll
Drink
cough
this.
up some more blood and walk over.
Summon your weapon really quick.
Okay. I'll summon my weapon.
As Exa summons his weapon, the vial starts to shake and move inside the container.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It might be another one. This is how
Do you
they're
want me to uncap it?
Then check
No.
your DMs.
Absolutely not. Oh, I could assume that was from something else. This is normally how they're stored, so I wouldn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take here. Give that to me, please.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
turn my weapon into a cup. I think we've just established at this point that my weapon is capable of shapeshifting into tools as well as
Yep.
weapons, and then I'm gonna pour it into that cup.
As he uncorks it and he goes to pour, it seems to pour and hover above the cup for a second, constantly shifting forms. X, I need you to roll a d4 for me.
All right, that's pretty spicy. Always my favorite die. I'm gonna be honest.
Soul is looking on intrigued. his curiosity is peak.
Curiosity is piked.
It's absolutely piked.
As
Call it a gnome
the
cleric.
liquid stages there for a second, it almost seems to you like X's weapon and the liquid itself are... Like, X's weapon involuntarily starts to shape itself and loses the form of a cup. And X's metal is much bigger than this little piece of metal. And they eventually touch and meld into one piece. And Exa,
Yeah.
through your knowledge of your weapon and your communication with it...
Do I get something fun?
Yep.
Oh hell yeah! That's pretty sweet.
I shake him rigorously, like, what happened? What was that?
In response, I'm gonna hold my weapon between my hands, and it's gonna shift over me. It's gonna like cover me in a very thin film, and that film is gonna make me look exactly like Soul. Yes, I can do this now.
Doesn't answer my
I'm
question.
so fucking cool.
This doesn't answer my question. Oh.
Do you have a notebook?
Yes, of
I have a notebook.
course.
I'm gonna draw like a couple images of a stick man moving, and then I'm gonna like flip it really quickly. I'm like, imagine this, but much cooler.
What?
Basically, I'm trying to explain how a fucking television works.
Tele what? Oh, a television. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to explain how a screen works. I'm like,
Do you want me to
Like-
explain how it actually works so everybody understands? Or do you want to keep that secret?
You can explain how it works. It's fine.
It was an upgrade to his weapon, which gave him the Mask of Many Faces invocation, so...
That's sick. That's
But-
cool.
The rest of you, what are you doing?
Can I ask Soul about everything that he had found? All the other things he had found.
Yes, I found a 50-piece jade, 50-piece diamond, gold piece diamond, and a 100-piece pearl and 500 gold pieces worth of magic paper. That's it. Why? Did you need something?
No.
Okay.
Having 3 athletics checks to
Yep.
throw some rocks.
And I'll help him with this as well. Unless I was... Yeah, I'll say I was casting Identify. Probably wouldn't.
I mean, that is a good question.
It is a really good question.
I was thinking the same thing, but I don't have an answer yet.
What?
Did you make those checks already, Val?
Yeah, they're up a ways. I
Oh,
would have
okay.
waited until I could have gotten help with it to get advantage. but-
Yeah, you clear all the rocks with that stuff, so give me a second. Because this is all down here, why did it... I don't know why that's
Reverting
closing, yeah.
further.
Big cube.
The darkness encroaches.
Oh.
There you go. So you see exactly what Exa described. There's an empty room, a room that leads to a tunnel, and a room with beds in it that are very
Little
dusty.
baby beds.
I'll investigate the empty room.
Ooh, didn't mean to click that. Make an investigation check for me.
Doop doop. 15.
As you were investigating, oh, didn't mean to draw that. How were you investigating this room?
I'll say go around the edge, like feeling the walls, feeling the dirt, and like spiraling toward the center to try to feel for anything or gaze like any sigils on the walls, because I know there's like a desk for a caster in the other room.
Well, sadly with a 15, you do not see the symbol in the middle of the room before you step on it.
And I did a whole spiral.
Yeah, so I'm going to need 4 saving throws. 1 from Soul, 1 from Val, Exa, and Oladim.
Not mistress?
Mistress, you are barely outside of it.
What?
What?
I will
Oh,
tell
what
you-
saving throw?
So for Soul, it is a Dexterity saving throw. And for Exa, Val, and Oladim, it's also a Dex saving throw. Soul, as you step on this, you see runes below you start to glow, and you're like, what? And you see a sudden light from above you, and you see another rune on the top of the ceiling trigger, and a jet of fire comes down towards you.
Is this an
Shadows.
effect that I can see?
Yeah, you would see this beforehand, because the 3 stalagmites, whichever ones are on the bottom, all start to
Mites.
glow with blue energy and crackle with electricity before all of them start to arc to each other.
That's my third nat 20 today.
I just took you to go take a fucking ripper, and I come back to this. What is happening?
Exa went exploring, or no, Soul went exploring and hurt himself. Why do you have advantage? Oh no, that's okay. So Soul, this is your damage.
I need armor.
Halved, you passed.
I need armor set that is resistant to friendly fire. Clearly.
So
Friendly
This
fire.
is a technically friendly fire.
You take
You've
9
got
damage.
this.
I know.
And everybody else saved from this one, so you all also take half damage. Wow, that was a really high roll for
Jeez.
66.
Wow.
What damage is this?
14 lightning, so you are resistant. So Val takes 7, the rest of you take 14.
And I pass and I'm resistant to fire.
We take damage from both of those, right? Or
No,
just
no,
the
only
second
one.
one?
just I take the fire. 'cause I
Also,
was in the
Mistress, you notice a shifting sound in the treasure room.
room. Shifting sands. Oh, good thing we didn't do this one first.
And
huh?
if
I
you...
will lock eyes with Val. And then not say anything specifically, but just like peek to see if I notice anything different from this angle.
The floor here seems to have turned to a quicksand, and things are, you can see it just sinking.
I'm going to use the coin to talk to Mistress and say, "Oh, what's going on?"
Thinking, feeling.
Sinking. I feel like that.
Guys, I did the bad.
Take 1d4 psychic damage. Get out.
Okay, but what is it?
Literally a sinking feeling. I'll run up to the doorstep. Do I see
No.
you?
Oh, why are you running up so close?
Because as soon as you locked eyes with me and was like, it peeked around the corner, Val took off.
Val, you are
And-
on the cusp, but you notice that there is just this. The ground is sinking below you, and you're like, if I step in that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him back.
No,
nothing
Bring
else
him
is
like,
in?
forward.
I'm pulling Mars back, like, no, let's not go in that room. Bad things are in that room.
I'm going to keep an eye, and basically, like you get stung by or bit by a spider and you draw like a Sharpie mark around it to see if it grows. If this is going to continue, like into the main lobby, we'll want to leave.
We should probably leave now anyway.
Yeah.
There
I
seems
would
to be
suggest-
stairs up over here.
It's a tunnel,
Oh.
but yes, stairs was the only.
Yeah,
way
are
to
we
show it.
taking the tunnel gamble and assuming it leads out?
I hope
Take
so.
that, then not take that.
I'll need a marching order for the tunnel.
I would assume we'll put the
Also,
captives that we rescued in the middle.
yeah,
So they're
Exa,
protected.
what health are you on?
6.
Yeah, okay, just making sure.
Feeling.
I will be first or second if all of them.
You updated my health to take the 14 damage before I got a chance to, so I went to do it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I only have 6 hit points? Oh no!
Do you have a potion?
Probably.
I have a greater potion.
So
I don't know
front
if
to
these
back,
potions out
line
of
up. So
combat. I have 2 potions of healing. Yeah, I'll use 1. So
Come on, commoners.
2d4 plus 4, 2d4 plus 2, right? It's 2d4
2d4
plus the number of d4s.
I did goof, Ashley. I did a signature goof.
It's a goofy.
I love how we said we're going to put them in the middle, and they're literally at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got exit.
Middle, if exit closes it
I'll
up,
be
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we got exit.
Middle. The exact middle.
Can we have someone else that has HP remaining take up the back so I don't get knocked
Oh, yeah.
unconscious? There we go. And knocked unconscious and no one fucking notices. Like, hey, didn't we used to have a 5th guy?
so
Oh,
We
wait,
gained
here.
Warlock? I
Hold on.
don't
We
know.
gained 3 and lost 1. That's all.
It's a net
Yeah, they're
profit.
gone too.
Oh, never mind. I did not buy a healing potion, so now I will not give you the healing potion that I thought I had.
A greater,
used it,
if you
it's
want.
fine. No, I don't want to burn through our reserves. I think we'll be okay.
This
If
is the
it
end.
looks like
I have
combat's
also
gonna
regular
start,
2 regular potions.
if you want to use some spell slots, that's okay, but I don't want to burn through our.
He prepares
Supply.
an action to use the thing,
Look,
so he
we
just
just
like
got
has
enough
it
money
next
to
to
go
his
buy one.
mouth just in case.
I would
He's like-
rather use a potion than a spell slot in case
Yeah, we just got the money to go buy more potions. Just drink the potion.
we don't know.
All right,
what
I'll
else
drink
to do.
one more potion.
There's some good potion drunk out here.
And I'll drink a greater potion too.
good healing potion.
And then a
Better than
greater
any
is
healing
4
potion
d4
we have
plus
in
4, right?
Baldur's Gate.
44 plus 4, yeah. And you're using the one that I'm giving you?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't have one normally.
Okay.
Alright, I'm
You have a
almost
regular
back up to
potion, you
full.
need one of mine too.
I'm now out of regular potions.
Exa, it's not been your
Time to
day.
run. Time to run. Let's go.
So this cave winds for quite a while. Because
This that it was.
Mistress is in
continuing?
second. What'd you say?
Did I notice that the sand was continuing before we?
So how long would you have stayed?
The time it took for us to sort out who is getting potions, convincing him to drink them again, these commoners ready to go.
So we'll say that's about 5 or 6 minutes. It did not advance in those 5 or 6 minutes, but it did still seem to continue to absorb anything that was there.
Okay. Christ
because,
reverted.
because Mistress is in second, she is able to spot the 2 traps.
Oh, nice.
We're going to take these one at a time, though, because they are not traps you can get around.
Okay.
The first
Can
one...
I try to figure out to disable it?
You can, but other people in the party might be better suited. The first one is an arcane sigil on the ground that covers the entirety of the hallway.
Soul!
Can I do
Soul!
Can I do an Arcana or investigation?
You can do an investigation. It's already found. Arcana would be to understand the nature of it and know what lines to destroy to not pop it off.
Who's to say?
You know that it is. Let me find where this is again.
Like the sigil for a specific school of magic.
Cut the blue wire.
Yeah. Where did I put this? Okay. A 10 doesn't... You understand that this trap is another lightning trap. It's a lightning rune in the ground, and once activated, it will explode in a giant ball of lightning. You don't know which symbols to carve out to not activate it.
Wait, guys, let me look at my spellbook real quick.
He has a guess, but he's not confident in it.
If you would like me to attempt to disarm the trap, I would recommend everyone take about 60 feet back down the tunnel.
Alright, yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think I could.
Well, Exa can get across. Was just using another gaseous form. How far is it? How far is the sigils?
You don't know.
Like span back.
You don't know with 10 feet. You just know that it will cause an explosion of electricity.
I'd rather not burn my last use right now. There might be more times when we need to use it.
Either I cross out this line in the rune like you think it should be done and it doesn't go off, or it does go off and only I get shocked. But among all of us, I think I'm the one most capable of getting shocked and withstanding it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Val, I'm sorry. I handcuffed you because you attacked
Now's
Soul.
not the time, Exa. Let's get out of the tunnel first.
God damn it, Exa, read the moment.
Fuck's
I
sake.
was merely trying to say right now that you are clearly dedicated to us, and I misjudged you.
I appreciate the poorly mistimed sentiment. Back down the tunnel 60 feet, please. We don't have a lot of time.
Val, I need a
Can I count
dexterity
guidance?
saving throw. Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a saving throw unless you have resistance.
Oh, it's saving throw.
Yeah.
No, I'm on a third.
Is it an effect that I can
No,
see?
resistance is
Oh, you know what's
also
coming.
a cantrip,
Okay,
but-
sweet.
But wait, isn't that only while you're raging?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's in general.
No, it's just any effect that I can see.
Well-
Not that it helped at all.
But you're
It's
still
like-
resistant to it.
I am. Even at half damage.
So only 11 damage as the rune explodes at your feet and probably goes about 10 feet back. So they moved back way more than they needed to, but better safe than sorry. The electricity is starting to feel... You're really starting to notice the fact that you aren't as affected as you should be.
It's starting to
I'm
feel good.
developing a kink.
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I getting a kink? Am I getting a shock kink?
A side kink at D&D.
Can you roll for it?
Can you please roll for it?
Power of developing a shock kink.
I don't know. Would you see developing a shock kink as a pro or a con?
In my head, it's an over 10. Val likes being shocked.
Yeah, then you like being shocked now.
Does anyone have shocking grasp?
Val, 20 years down the road, Val's not going to be able to get off unless
I
somebody's
do
shocking
have
grasping him.
politeness.
He's married to like a half-orc mage. Like,
this-
or anyone that can cast it.
The second...
Oh, when you get back up there, Soul, from the floor, Val says, that was not the line to cross out.
Just a little puff of smoke comes out
I
of his
told
mouth.
you I wasn't confident.
It's all good.
So,
I need that in your character details.
The next trap that Mistress points out is after about a mile of walking through this tunnel.
Yeah.
You see.
Where's this gonna go?
You see the light of like actual daylight coming in. And as you guys are all going to like, oh shit, there's the exit, Mistress grabs the back of Al's collar and just holds him for a second and points down and there's a tripwire. And she's like, make whoever wants to can make an investigation to see what this tripwire does.
So I'm not in front. I'm not in front because I'm perceptive. I'm in front because if nobody else notices, I'll take the hit and I'm fine with it.
Yeah. You are a meat shield.
And I'm there because I have a high investigation.
So you notice that the line goes to the right and then up, and then it's angled, and you see at the very entrance to the cave a wooden barricade that's hidden very well in the shadows, and if it were to fall, it would probably release some type of rock or log or something. This can be easily stepped over.
All right, everyone,
Man,
step
I can't
over.
do my cool trick. I was gonna prop like a rock or something up on my weapon so it would fall over, and then summon my weapon back to my hand so it triggers the tripwire while we're all standing far away from it. But yeah, I guess we could just walk over it. That works too. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
I'll build a
guess
weird
you
golden
can.
machine. I'll build a trap for the trap.
I would like to build a trap for the trap.
But
please.
you guys exit, you are in the woods. None of you have the keen mind feat, so a little disoriented. But you're in the woods. You can still smell the ocean. You can still smell and feel the ocean breeze.
Orb of direction,
Where the hell
please?
are we?
Oh, you do have the orbit of direction. That just tells you what way's north, doesn't it?
I know,
Yeah.
but
We'll know. Are we more north?
You orient yourself to the map. You know that you were heading, give or take, east. Though line did it stayed in that steady direction, so you would know that generally east, southeast, or west, southwest is where the warehouse would be.
west, south, west. Okay.
We go back there.
Do we want to go back to the warehouse, or do we want to
We
go
need,
back to town?
To get the people,
Yes.
at least bring them to the police of
Bring them to a warm
Port
bed.
Zone. Where are we?
Phelan.
Phelan. Yes.
While you
Please
guys
bring them
decide,
back to-
take a minute, decide what you guys are gonna do. I will be right back.
I think we should take them
Oh my
to
God.
the police. Maybe interrogate them.
Is Val just gonna bonus action zap himself?
I go into a rage. I zap myself.
Are you just gonna rage sturbate?
Yeah, rage trap.
Oh my
And then because
gosh.
you're taking damage.
You
Hashtag
won't
rage
fall
trap.
out of
Hi,
it.
Ashley.
True.
Hi, Ashley. Thanks for
Ashley,
following.
it was good seeing ya. Hurry up and house so we can D&D. I mean, take your time.
Please don't go to sleep. and
This is
bring
a
back
weird
nothing.
character development.
It is.
This is
I'm
a
not-
solid character development, though. I feel like
Well,
it
this
makes
character
sense.
is solid with this development.
Ooh, true.
Rock solid.
On the way, I asked X, so what is the liquid that adhered to your weapon?
It's part of my weapon. They're made of the same material. It was
Yeah, they're pretty cool for $450.
Just raining.
it's an addition, I suppose. It's the same liquid my weapon is already made out of.
And you got that from, you told us about the Void that you were in before, an organization that you're sent to protect the world?
Yes. It was given to me by them. In fact, if you look on the weapon, you can't read this, but it tells people who I am.
What language is it?
But it's not in any Earth language. You need
Oh,
program
okay.
language to.
Yeah.
Plot twist, he has the same background as you.
It's the exact same backstory somehow.
They're both
What are we doing?
heading to
Wait.
Phelan, I think.
Getting the people, then heading to Phelan. Or should we tell the police that they're there and just not worry
They're
about
with
it.
us. We
Oh,
told them
they
not-
are?
Fucking
No,
people
Yeah.
are-
the
Oh,
like
the bandit.
bandits. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
I
probably.
say
I mean, otherwise
we-
they'll just starve.
I mean, they'll be able to get up and get out, right?
No, they're tied up.
Did we tie them up that well?
Hopefully, all of them said he took care of them.
Hopefully.
So I'd have to assume he took care of them. I'd hope.
Also, I would just like
Oh.
to say, you guys broke into their house, into their place of business, knocked them out, or killed 2 of their friends, knocked them out, and then when they woke up again, their boss was laying dead and mutilated in front of them.
One of us crawled up out of
And
a
all
hole
the
that
animals are
boss came
gone.
out of and knocked him out again.
Yeah. And all the animals are gone.
I say we.
Yeah,
like,
we tell them
untie at the
because
very
they are part
least.
of animal trafficking.
So what
When
is the plan?
we killed their boss. It's not like they're going to start again.
Yeah, I have no desire to see them any more fucked up than they need to be.
Just untie
Once they
them
both
and-
wake up, they can untie each other.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. They can wiggle over and use their teeth. All right,
We'll
yeah,
be alright.
they'll be okay.
If they meet their end with a tiger in the woods that we set free, then, you know, karma.
Be it. That's
Then-
nature, baby.
Karma chameleon.
Comma, chameleon.
Yeah.
Karma San Diego.
The
Come
classic
and
bardic
go.
Gilgoric, the classic
Come and
Marquesian song
go.
of Karma Chameleon. So we're leaving them there?
That's
Yeah.
my vote.
Alright,
Just leave them there.
that's fine. Then let's go back. And so we don't tell the police that they're there? Or do let them know that this was happening?
I say we don't tell the police because it's taken care of. What is the Concord going to do? There's nothing left. We looted the place. There were
True.
no notes. There
We
were
took
no
care of
Also, if you told the police, you might be wanted for,
murder.
murder.
Because what they were doing.
it. Hey,
was not
shut up,
exactly-
human. We're really trying here.
What they were doing was not exactly illegal. Although. the
Shut up,
kidnapping
Mr.
of
Bancroft.
humans-
Don't judge us.
Yeah, the keeping of the people was definitely illegal. The selling of animal hunts, while frowned upon, is technically not illegal in the Menagerie
But
Coast.
I doubt that the 2 bandits that we left alive knew that these 3 people were being kept in an underground chamber by their boss.
Well,
So,
maybe.
all's well that
Um,
ends well.
all's well.
Then the fire genasi sleeps up and goes, they knew we were down there.
How do you know? How you get to that situation?
I was sleeping with one of them.
Can you describe him?
It's in
Not
that
full
part.
detail.
She 100% describes one of the guys that now has a gaping hole in his chest.
I have some bad news for you. You're
Or
not
maybe
going to be
good news.
sleeping with him for
Can't
very
tell.
much longer.
He's dead.
He let his boss, Dragon, it was weird, put me in a cage for several weeks, so...
So perhaps
Wow.
find
Pretty
yourself a
shitty.
better partner.
Good.
He was
Maybe-
hot, okay?
Okay.
There's not that many people in this town that aren't
He's
pompous
pretty
assholes.
cold.
You
Hey.
should go down the coast to Port Zoom,
He's
find
quickly
yourself a job,
cooling off.
find someone who is not going to lock you in a cage.
Well,
Hey,
he
You're
didn't.
You're
Consent.
hot too.
So,
Fire
uh,
Genasi humor.
you're into
Fire
cake
Genasi
stuff, that's
humor.
fine.
Hey,
Find someone
no,
who will
it's-
shock you repeatedly.
Find
More so
someone
like,
who
he,
consensual cage things.
he knew I wanted to play with the baby animals, and the boss found out. So...
We have a baby animal.
Yeah, you can come with us. We have
You
big
can
animals.
become an adventurer with us.
Sweet, not only Lily's patron, but now I'm gonna have to make a entire, more in-depth backstory for
Yeah.
Cinder.
Wanna go?
What's
stay
her
with-
name?
Stay with
Say
our
it.
friend.
You don't have to make a backstory at all.
Lily's
You've already
after
got
hey,
one.
We got you a friend.
She
What's
followed
her
an evil
name?
guy who locked her in a cage, and she likes pets.
Her name is Cinder.
Cinder.
That's
Yes.
pretty sick.
That's
I
pretty
can't believe her
gangster.
name isn't arson.
Nope, that's the...
No, there's 3 commoners. It's arson, murder, and jaywalking.
Oh
Uh,
no.
You do see that she does have some, like... I won't say disdain or hatred, but she avoids the rich guy you have in the party. Like he's kind of just an asshole.
That's
He's
fair.
a rich guy. Which is
Yeah.
He's a rich guy.
What,
you
all of them?
Yeah, the rich guy, all of them. I say to H. Bancroft and the gnome that you guys can find your way out to Phelan if we leave you there, right?
The gnome just kind of doesn't reply, but the H. Bancroft just shakes his head like, yeah, I can get money together. I have some assets here.
It would be
Alright.
quite helpful if you got money together, considering we saved your life. I do believe you owe us one.
He gives a heavy sigh and like
Is
cups
this
his hand.
extortion?
Yes, this is extortion. I'm pretty sure if you took that dragon's hoard, you probably took several hundred of my gold pieces.
We'll call it even then, but don't get yourself in trouble.
Also, I feel
again.
like that money was in the dragons, not yours.
Possession
Yeah,
of
he gives you
He
a-
earned it fair and square.
He gives you a dirty ass look, all of him.
I mean, the Bancroft name is well known around Port Damali. Surely you've lost a small paltry sum to that dragon.
You're thinking of the Lord. While this guy is from Port Damali, you wouldn't have known of him.
Oh, I thought this was the guy that.
No,
whose
No,
name
he's
we
this
called.
is
one of
H.
them.
Bancroft. It's
The
other
Lord
one.
Sealis. What was his name?
Lord.
Oh,
Siren.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Siren.
Lord Viren.
you're right. We don't know where this guy's from.
He is from Port Damali, but he's not well known by any means. He's a successful merchant, but
So
unless you knew of his lived in
Always
his
just
district.
wanted to stuff flying.
Val just took a wild guess and said the Bancroft name is well known around a large city.
Yeah, he like. I can throw some money together for you,
Well,
but I do need enough.
but also, we do need an end to Port Damali.
Yeah.
Money is one thing, but like you said, we took our coinage from you. But
What-
we have a favor to ask.
He looks very cautious. I don't like favors. What is
Neither
this?
do I, which is why I would prefer to have this settled quickly.
How
What
about
do you
you,
ask?
Cinder? Where are you from?
Fellowan, born and raised.
On the playground where I spent most of my days.
Oh my gosh. She's
I was born but not raised.
I was
More
raised
common-
but not
I was-
born.
Yeah,
What?
I was raised but
What?
not
That's
born.
just raised.
Yeah, my parents were necromancers. They raised me, but I wasn't born. Get it?
That's
Necromancers.
just raised and he's trying to hide it.
Guys, I get it. So do you know any like magic? I asked the fire genasi. Do you have any special skill sets or?
This is no start to bleed.
Are you simping? Is Soul simping?
No, I'm asking if she's an adventurer, if she
Uh,
can do magic.
No.
Also, maybe.
I,
It's a
I'm-
fire girl, love a fire.
I'm a seamstress.
Wouldn't you like? Okay, whatever.
I mean, yes, I can light things on fire, but like,
No, I mean, wouldn't you? Do you not accidentally light clothes on fire when you're?
no, I can control it.
It seems a little racist, does it not?
Jesus.
Listen, I've never
Jeez.
met someone fucking made out of fire before.
Jesus, Hexa. Feels bad.
Would you prefer I just not ask questions and you're all like, yes, please, Jesus?
Yes, jeez.
Shut the fuck up.
Exa, the
I'll tell you
pinnacle
after.
of the right time to ask a question.
Uh,
No, I don't. Can we just get back, please? I'd like some clean clothes and a bath.
Alright. Jeez.
So it will take you guys the same, I think I said like an hour to get back to Fellowan. It is getting late in the day at this point in time. Like, sun is setting, you guys spent a lot of time down in that cave. And Val, you are actually feeling very, very tired. You did a lot of heavy lifting today. So
Some slightly lighter lifting because of me. Winky face.
So you're gonna get super swole.
Hell yeah.
but
I mean, he's still somewhere.
You get the manual of gainful exercise.
Did we
which
roll
is
that for Val?
absolutely my favorite item in the book. Just because it's called the manual of gainful exercise.
The only thing I'm sitting here thinking about is this penis growth will have you shocked.
Wow. Wow.
Just thinking
Shut
that
up.
over and over again for the last 30 minutes.
I'm like, stop, brain, stop, shut up,
Zoom.
stop, shut up, stop, shut up. Tiny dick, this one trick is gonna shock you. Fuck.
So, what are you guys doing? You guys just going back to Fellowin?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay, you take the hour trek back. It is nearing sunset by the time you get back to town. It's probably another 30-40 minute walk from the edge of town to the Greater Dragon where you were staying and where the halfling asked to be dropped off. Is that what you guys are doing? You have any stops to make along the way?
I won't.
Did I look for a magic shop already? I probably did.
You did. There
We
was no
looked for a
magic shop.
magic shop and a jewelry shop so we could get the agate. We didn't find out.
Yeah,
Well, there was a jewelry shop. But it didn't have
there was
the
a jewelry shop. No Abigail. Abigail. No,
Yeah, no Abigail.
there's
Oh.
no one named Abigail in the jewelry shop.
As
And
we
there wasn't a magic shop, right?
No.
as we get into town and lead everybody to the inn, I would like to throw my arm around Mr. H. Bancroft's shoulder and forcibly guide him with us and buy a room for him.
He is nervous the entire time, but is not going to go against the giant-ass orc who is very forcibly going, you're going to stay the night here.
Yeah, you're our friend now.
And when you buy him a common room, like the 1 gold piece room, he looks offended, but he's not going to say anything.
Mm-hmm. I know what he's used to. He's
Yeah.
not getting it.
He has no belongings, so he just takes himself and goes straight to his room. The rest of you, as you walk in, actually before that would have happened, you see the bar is lively, the tavern is just as much. You see the older gentleman, still standing behind the bar serving a few customers, and he gives you all a quick up and down and glances and smiles, and then as his eyes stop on the halfling, his face turns to concern, and he tells his patron to hold, and he walks to the edge of the bar and kind of ignores the rest of you and like looks down at the man. You see them share a quick moment of just, you can't really tell what's happening, but something is exchanged, and he nods and motions to the stairs, and the halfling man takes his leave and just walks up the stairs. I hear you guys saved my friend here. Your rooms are free for the night. Thank you for that.
No, that's what we're in the business for. Free rooms.
It's why we do what we do.
Please make yourselves at home. The table next to the fireplace you had last night is still there. If you need anything, just ask. He looks very disturbed. Somebody who was very calm, collected, and more so happy. Looks like something's wrong. But he goes back to cleaning glasses and serving customers.
Okay,
Before he
I'll
walks
try.
away... No, go ahead.
What's wrong? Why do you look so... Why is your brow so furrowed?
What's wrong, little girl?
Disturbing news. I will have a word with you all later if you don't mind, but
I don't know.
I need some time to process.
Well, 2 drinks for me, you know where to find me.
He nods
I'm
and
gonna
Take like a water.
Do you have appy juice?
Do you have any musky sauce?
Do you have any musky sauce?
he goes to a barrel and pours you
Chicken
something
nuggies?
Exa, and he hands you a glass and says, "It is
Chicken
apple juice."
Oh my god, he's giving me hard apple cider. Isn't
He's
it?
giving
I'll
you
drink
hard
it.
apple cider.
I'll drink it.
Get some mozzarella
Very,
sticks.
very good hard apple cider.
Can I make food?
You can. What do you want to make?
Can you make mozzarella
Um,
sticks?
She's been waiting for 2
So
hours
turn
to
back
say
to
that
still here.
sentence.
No.
Can I make food? Yes.
Make food.
I literally haven't eaten anything all day other than 2 chocolate croissants.
Is that your character or you?
No, you should go eat.
Well, I can't, because I'll eat after this. But I'll have to cook food first anyway.
We could probably cut things off a
Right.
little early if we need
I'm
to.
full.
What are you cooking, mistress?
No, I'll eat them.
Okay.
They're Funyuns. I'll eat them.
Oh, I have cheese rangoons. Give me a sec.
I'll make. I'll make something simple. Since I don't have a 3rd level spell.
Simple for Soul the Simp.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. I'll make the massamon curry.
Okay.
And I would like to take guidance.
You can guide yourself.
Normal. Okay. I'm glad I chose the easy one.
You make massaman curry. It is a very almost sweet curry instead of the rather spicy ones. But it's good. Chicken, rice, sauce. Yeah. Food is brought to you, whatever you order. There is no bill tonight, so whatever you...
While Mistress is cooking or our food is cooking, I'd like to be like, oh, 1 sec, and I go over to town hall, and I
Dude,
go
it's
up.
night. You go up and it's locked.
Damn it! Now I
I'm
feel
lower down.
bad. Okay, and then I turn away.
So Soul takes like an entire hour expedition.
Just gets up and runs out the door.
An hour later, I come back. Ah, rat. I assume at this point, yeah, H. Bancroft staying with us, the other guys, and Room Cinders at her household, probably.
Well, the second you enter town, Phelan dipped.
Yeah.
Second you enter Phelan, Cinder dipped.
Yes, Mr. H. Bancroft is in our services for the time being until we reach Fort Damali. It would be a shame for someone of his status to go unprotected back home. Shall we say?
Are we fucking kidnapping this man?
Yes.
No, we're taking him back home to Port Damali, where he lives. We are protecting him along the Gilded Roadway until we get there.
Port mission.
Yeah, it's an escort mission.
Yes. We're escorting him. And he will
So
do us a
after-
lovely favor in return.
So after Soul gets back, the bar starts. This isn't like a partying bar. There's definitely still probably about 30 or 40 people in the bar room that are just sipping on drinks and enjoying small conversation. A couple people at the bar. You do notice that the gentleman goes into the back room and comes back out with a very large man. And the man starts to take over at the bar for him, and the man approaches your table. Do you guys have time to talk? I have some questions.
Yes, give me 1 second. And Soul goes to the bathroom, and then comes back.
Sure, give me 1 second. I'm gonna follow Soul and then come back as Soul. I'm not really, but I think that would be funny.
Another round of drinks, and
He's an imposter.
leave for yours for the night.
Round of drinks can be brought with us. Can I ask if you join me upstairs?
I'll look around at the group.
Soul's back. Ugh.
That's okay with all of you.
Upstairs.
My room is on the 3rd floor. I would prefer to talk in privacy.
Okay.
Sure.
All of us?
Well, why not?
He would lead you up the flight of stairs, and you can see that the 2nd floor now is pretty much comprised of about 15 rooms total, which is ludicrous considering that the bottom floor has about 15 of the first type of rooms, and then all of the space for this massive open kitchen, diner, all of that. These are suite quality rooms. And then as you go to the end of the hallway, there is a sign that says no entry, and he pushes past it, and you all go up to the 3rd floor, which is just entirely his and his wife's house. You are, as you exit the last stairway, you are entered into a nice, formal waiting room. Everything here looks not that used, but very comfortable and very well made. And he gestures for all of you to seat. There's 2 large couches and a couple small chairs and tables, and he will take a singular chair at the end.
Stand off to the side. Probably by the door.
So are you going to give us a quest?
More of a warning than a quest.
Okay. That was out of character. I don't know why I used a character
Okay.
voice. I was just doing a bit.
You're addicted now.
Tell me how you came upon the dragon and everything else.
How the fuck do you know there was a dragon?
I know things.
I attacked.
Listen, man, we gotta be honest with each other here. How are we supposed to trust you if you won't even tell us how you know?
I talked to my friend, the one you brought in, who was being held by him.
Okay,
This is true, we did say that.
that's fair.
Insight check.
If no one speaks up from the back, Val says we
He's
ran
telling the
into
truth.
Okay.
group
How are
similar
we
to this.
standing?
Why am I wasting
You're
that
all,
20?
if you
That's the real
didn't
question.
specifically say you were standing, I assumed you sat on his couches.
Guys, we haven't.
Oh. Thank you for the
Thanks for the
raid.
raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Whoa!
We also have another raid. Today's sponsor, Rage.
Oh my
Whoa!
God.
No!
God.
And they all left. Oh, feels bad.
No, I'm joking. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for the raid. What is everybody doing? Sorry.
If
I'm wondering
no
who
one
I'm
speaks
sitting
up-
next to.
How are you all sitting on the couches? There's a couple open chairs, there's a couple couches that would fit 2 or 3 people.
I assume I'm sitting next to the bear, and the bear is sitting next to Mistress.
So Mistress X and Bear on one couch, Soul, all of them on the other, and Val is standing in the corner by the door.
Yeah, by the door, just to the side of the door.
I'm gonna squeeze the coin then.
Be careful.
And what?
Go for it.
I'm just gonna say a single word. I'm gonna squeeze the coin and say eyes.
What?
You say eyes?
What?
I cast 9th level lightning bolt.
What
No,
the
kidding.
fuck does that mean?
I know what that means.
Oh, the eye tattoos. I remember now.
Right there.
Yeah.
That wasn't clear at all. Okay.
What were you
cool.
gonna say?
Val, or sorry, he wouldn't know your name. Large man, if you would continue how you found this dragon.
We are adventurers of a sort. We were on our way from one town to another and passed through Phelan. And on our way out, we happened to stumble across something that didn't quite sit well with us.
Make a deception check.
I'm not technically lying.
You are technically lying.
I know.
We went.
Where
After.
is my deception at? There it is.
Solid.
Well, holy crap.
Guys.
I don't like how your dye is solid black.
I don't either. I don't. Oh, because it's just the color. Yeah.
This is the color.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little ominous.
I like it.
No, I like it, but I don't
Yeah.
like it.
It looks like you're whispering real life rules.
Yeah.
You
don't
literally
get to
can't.
see what I roll.
Ah.
Why
Nice.
such altruism?
Less altruism and more. We saw a problem that needed fixing.
You have all just involved yourself in something very dangerous.
Oh no,
Oh,
this
no,
side
not
quest.
danger. What a terrible. Yeah, Reno.
Yeah,
This side
I-
quest ended up being dangerous. Oh
I feel like
no!
that's something
Yeah, we got that it was dangerous when there was a fucking dragon.
You all notice at this point in time, because of Mistress's word, his very calm and collected eyes that are usually a nice golden color have changed to a weirder hot brass, and the pupils are looking a little deformed.
I'm gonna do something edgy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shadow step up beside him and tell him that I like danger. And I want to get a closer look at what's going on with those eyes.
He doesn't flinch as you move beside him.
Alright.
Sidestep in front of the door.
My official bet for the eyes thing is shapeshifter conspiracy that's recognizable only by their eyes.
Probably. Let's continue.
So,
Or it's
getting
another
closer
dragon.
to those eyes, do you want me to nature check to see if
I mean, that would fall under the shapeshifter conspiracy because dragons
Alright.
can shape.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Is
I was
this
thinking-
man what I think it is, Jake?
I don't know. I don't know what you
You
think
said
it is.
shapeshifter and I thought changeling.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Does it rock?
Does it roll?
Does it
Can you lean with it or rock with it?
control? Knee with it, rock with it, with it.
Does
Wow.
it
It's like being in a concert.
You will see.
Thanks.
Are you the real 21 Pilots?
It's an 8.
I am. It's me, Josh Dunn and Tyler Joseph. Both of them. We're one person.
very well as while our edgy rogue gets whispers.
He's a monk.
You
Right, our edgy rogue monk.
A rook monk king.
Familiar to Jake.
Or did you
didn't roll
rock?
high enough for that.
AT's not high enough for that.
No.
Whatever.
He looks at.
They look familiar.
He looks at
None of us. Into the void.
He closes his eyes. We walk
Closes
away.
his eyes, falls back.
None of this ever happened.
13.
13. No. Well, thank you for your help in retrieving my friend.
Can I make a history check?
I'd suggest that you all leave this town before tomorrow is over. I will be leaving myself.
Well, but I'm kind of intrigued as to what we're getting into.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird thing to say. That's like the don't come to school tomorrow. Alright, dude, what are you planning?
Yeah.
That we're in danger and then not tell us what danger is coming.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Unless, of course, you're
You
the
got
danger.
it, Exa, baby girl.
Oh, I'm me.
Oh, I thought it was
okay.
Exa. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
because he has a plus. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely Exa. If it was intimidation, then I'll do that.
Exa, you can make it. The question was aimed at you to do it.
Okay. Oh. Actually, I only have a +4 because I took intimidation, not.
Ben, you better not let these.
Still
dice fuck
better.
around.
Oh, roll below a 13. Thank
I
you,
mentioned
Ben.
do persuasion, but they're the same bonus, so
Oh,
we can just.
Yeah,
Assume.
it's a nat 20. It's the same bonus. He will have a deep sigh and he'll reach out to the side and pick up a drink off of his side table and sip it for a moment. To tell you, I guess I should at least explain what you got yourselves into. Do you mind it in the form of a small story?
I thought you were gonna say a song. Story is good as long as you don't sing.
Dude, I don't fucking sing. So, around 15 years ago, there was a war in the country to the north. This war.
I mean, there are wars in most countries.
Not
Yeah.
that you. Well, Exa wouldn't know this. This war ended in a siege. This war wasn't out in the open. It wasn't armies versus armies. It was good people versus people bent on ruining the world. Because of my connections to the political parties to the north, I was asked to join in this assault. Me and two of my brethren decided to take part in it. We won the battle and the war, so we thought. And it cost one of my brethren their lives, and the other one was mortally wounded and will never be the same. We drove out those who we couldn't kill, and we killed those who we could. But we never believed them defeated, and with that, with Udok so close to home where I couldn't even sense their presence, and I believe keeping an eye on me, I believe they're returning to power. And so I need to leave. Val and Aladdin make history checks.
Heard that name before?
You have not heard Udok before.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna ask one more question.
I'm
What
thinking-
are you?
Fuck
Because
is up with your eyes.
you seem a bit weird, and your eyes are gold, which I'm given to understand is not normal.
Apparently, with you guys, I wouldn't.
Apparently, this isn't normal for like humanoids.
So Val, you don't remember anything.
No.
It's an 8. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Not
And
Oh boy.
Aladdin, it's the 12, not the 18.
Are you one of those angels I've been hearing so much about?
It's the 18 because
On
I'll
guard
answer your
for-
question after I send Aladdin his stuff.
I'm too on guard for this guy trying to murder us. Or something.
Lucky is the best racial
Yeah, I
feat.
really expected him to be very like evil.
Racial feat is the best lucky. Guys, we're having a great time. We're all
He cracks a smile at you and locks eyes with you, and in Draconic says, "I am what I am."
I think X actually speaks Draconic. I think it's his one other language. Let me fucking check.
What?
I do. He speaks Elven, Common, and Draconic.
What? I was
Like-
like, who understands that? And lo and behold.
Shockingly, like X and
Not just,
Draconic.
not just
Does anyone
low,
else
but-
speak Draconic?
No, but you would
I
all
do
recognize it as Draconic. You've heard. You recently heard the dragon speak.
I will bow my head and respond in Draconic. Thank you.
He will nod. And you get the feeling that this dragon is probably much more powerful than whatever you just killed.
You could probably take everyone here. Why are you leaving?
Because I told you one of my kind was killed and one of my kind was gravely injured in that fight. There was 3 of us versus 2 other dragons. And they were stronger than the 3 of us together.
Alright,
So-
this sounds like bad news.
They have been
This does
stronger,
sound like the
It sounds like
gun
something
that's
that
first
might be
crafted that does
important.
2d12 damage.
or was it
later.
an unnatural advantage that they had over you?
They were twisted in some way. They... breaths of shagged rocks and pure shadow. And you can see his face kind of pales a little, and he does have... it's almost like he's having a really bad flashback in his head.
Does this sound comparable to like anything that Soul would have read about dragons? Like
Not,
Shadow Breath.
not that
breath.
Soul would have read about. This would be very, very obscure stuff.
Hmm,
You
okay.
say,
Maybe if we go to the Cobalt Soul.
do You say they're
Sounds like
not
it's
finished off.
a big deal.
Was
Sounds
this
like a
one
big
that we
deal. I'ma put it in the notes.
was
What
the
was that
one
about?
that we killed a part of that, or are you just worried that a dragon of any sort came this close without you noticing?
Udok was a child a while ago, and he had ties to these people. Younger dragons seek out these dragons of twisted strength and hope that they gain their power. It's
Blocking the door.
Yeah.
So
Val is blocking the door.
yeah.
Are you blocking people from getting in or getting out? Because I don't think we can stop him.
I mean, I sidestepped in front of the door, and I assumed it was closed.
It would be closed.
So
I mean, all of him can get out of the room 1,000 ways, so
you can.
there's plenty of windows to look out, and it's night out, so shadow stepping would be easy.
Do you say anything when you come up to me?
Just leaving.
I'll get out of your way. I'll take a half step to the side and let you go by.
Can I do an
It's,
insight check on him?
Yeah, can I get an insight check as he goes by?
Yeah, you guys can both roll those.
No, I believe you, my friend.
Weird.
You have
But this
no idea
seems
what
like-
it's about.
Something that should. This seems like a big deal,
Yes.
and maybe that you might want help.
That's not much better.
No, I'm fine. I can take care of myself, but if I stay here, they know where I am, and I might cause death to all of these people in this town.
I'm not worried about your survival, but it seems like these people are pretty bad and might need to be taken out in the future. And I think it would be hubris
Maybe in the
of you to say that
future.
you could take care of yourself in a fight with them, considering that you guys apparently got your ass kicked last.
No, I don't mean I can face them in a fight. I mean I know how to hide from them.
What's your name?
He'll crack a smile and be like, which name do you want? The name I'm known for as the owner of this establishment, or my name as a creature which makes most people scared?
Either
can
will
find you
do.
later.
It's just so in the future, I might be able to send you a message.
A name by which we may call upon you later.
I'm just
Um,
saying
Run
it's
into
Before
More
it is the name I am
information.
known for of this tavern. For saving my friend, you may call me Blitz.
Blitz.
pretty sweet fucking name.
Pretty
And
gamer name.
second person we've met today with a sweet
No,
ass name.
Blitz.
Blitz. I thought you said Blitz. I was like, fuck you, chick. Fuck you and the Blitz train you rolled down on.
What, and what variety of dragon are you?
Brass, I guess, is what you would call it.
Brass dragon.
Like more like ass dragon. Well now.
Up top!
Got him. But seriously though, it seems like these people are evil, and we might need to fight them in the future.
In the future. We won't worry about that now, though. You said, where do you wanna go? Where we could travel together?
Oh, one
We need to
second.
get to a different city pretty quickly and somewhat discreetly, right?
We're headed to a different city.
I don't think flying on the back of a dragon into Port Damali is discreet.
We're not
Ooh,
going
but it's
to
extremely
that.
discreet if Soul prepares Featherfall, and he takes us up really, really high, and then we just kind of have Featherfall into the outskirts of the city.
Somehow I feel like Ballista would be involved.
Yeah. It's a metallic dragon. They wouldn't shoot on sight.
No, I mean if we featherfalled into the outskirts of the city.
Yeah,
Just
that
the
might cause ballista.
outskirts.
If you have any questions, I will do what I can to answer.
What is your plan? Are you going to hide?
I'm going to take my wife and my best friend, and I'm going to fly to my lair, and I'm going to hunker down and watch. And if
Does
you
your wife
need
know
me-
you're a dragon?
Yes.
Okay. Just
You're going to
wondering, I
hide.
guess.
We've been together for, give or take, just under 2 centuries.
Wait, what the fuck?
No, I mean no offense.
Alright,
You
whatever.
have 200 years of knowledge plus on me, but you're going to hide.
He's an elf.
and
She's
You're
an elf.
going
Oh,
to
okay.
wait.
Yeah.
That is,
For-
the wife was a halfling. I'm like, oh.
No.
His wife's a high elf.
High elf.
What was that, Val?
You're going to hide, and you're going to wait. And you're going to let them consolidate power and grow stronger. Which is your plan?
My plan is that when I am called upon, I will join this fight for my friends who fell before me. But if I go in this blind and just try and take out as many as I can, those 2 dragons will descend upon me and I will be dead and no use to anybody.
Would call upon you. Do you have any other allies?
I told you I have very many political connections into the country to the north. They fight this battle against this organization every day. Even the Menagerie Coast fights them. Whispers of their names send fears down people's spine.
What's her name?
Which name?
Oh,
Whisper
yeah,
it. Whisper it.
Fuck, I don't know anything about Wildemount, or I watched like a 20-minute video. I can't remember. This didn't come up.
You're very correct in that we do not know what we've got involved in. So the more
Whisper
knowledge
their
you can
name.
give us,
Be very, very.
It's the big Badonkadonk boys. That's
Oh
the-
no! Not them. They're the worst.
It's not the big Badonkadonk boys.
Anything but them.
I will not say their name. If you know of them already, then you do. If you don't, then you're better off not knowing it.
Okay, fair
idea
enough.
of who
Is it
you
the
mean.
big Badonkadonk boys?
Because that would be
I have
wild.
an idea of who you mean, and it worries me.
It should.
Well, are you headed up to Port Damali or to the Empire? Your allies in the north.
I'm probably headed off to
so.
Marquis next, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Marquis.
Marquette?
Where is that?
Marquette?
Marquette.
Marquette.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I know that place.
I have a friend there that can help me. But
Alright.
How soon could you return to the Menagerie Coast? If you were called upon to join this fight.
it depends on who and how I'm called. If it's by the government, they would teleport me there in the minute. If it's you, and that you have intel that I could actually be worth helping with, a day or 2.
Do I know which government he's talking about? He keeps saying
The
Princes of
Dwendalian
the North.
Empire.
Okay.
Go.
I keep thinking Dwendalian
The
Empire, I
Empire.
always think it's east. It is north.
Yeah,
It is
it's
north
north.
of here.
It's. I
North
looked at
end.
a map the other day, and I always think of Jorhas as being north, like Canada, but
Well,
it is
from the Menagerie Coast,
east.
I always think Dwendalian is east, but it's really both.
Yeah, because Menagerie
north
Coast,
Yeah.
Dwendalian Empire.
Even though it says Dwendalian Empire is over here, it's also because the dash is Dwendalian, which is right here.
Yeah.
Alright, the Marrow Valley, the whole thing. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Giving us a great deal to consider. We appreciate your warning.
I hope you haven't been involved with them before this, but you just killed one of their dragons, so watch your backs. And he'll walk over to a door.
Wait, do you know anything about people with weird eye tattoos on their hands?
As he's like literally going to draw, like put his finger up to the door, and he just stops and he's like, and he will literally verbatim draw the eye that you saw. And then
Yep, that's the one.
he will draw a scale behind it, but more ornately than you've ever seen.
Okay, yeah.
And he will draw 2 small symbols in each of the on each of the sides, and one is a stack of coins, and the other one is what looks to be a crudely drawn skeletal head. This is not their official symbol, but it is something that has been adopted as of recently for some of them.
Who are they?
Is this the same people we're talking about?
And if you've seen this eye, then watch your backs.
Who are they? Is it the?
I will not say their name. If your
Jesus.
friend,
Oh,
Sure
so
would
it's
like
the
some
same
information.
people.
if your friend there wants to tell me, and wants to tell you, then he can.
Alright, well,
I turn to
good
our
to know
friend
it is
there.
the same as the eye guys.
Okay, this is the same threat. Phew.
We have a lot to discuss. Let's find out all of them.
Have a good night. And he'll
Good
just
night.
motion to the door,
Sleep
and
tight.
he'll disappear behind a set of double doors and go into his room.
Sleep
I
tight.
forgot to ask him to give us the inn while he left. When he left.
Aw, damn. You hate to see it.
At least I remembered the fucking eye thing.
Is all of them back at his table?
Where are you, all of them? We didn't hear you if you spoke.
Yes, that's where I would have been.
Okay.
Goes and gets 12 drinks first?
Walk
What?
up. I would like 12 drinks. Okay.
I would like 12 drinks, please.
I would like a Mike's Hard Appy Juice.
They will give you a hard cider.
Nice.
But you all are there at the table. What are you doing?
Not drinking a Mike's super soft appy juice.
It's all
Sometimes you just
straw
want
and
to drink some
everything.
fucking Appy Juice and get drunk at the same time.
You keep talking about it, and I know I have some in the fridge. I'm gonna go down like half a bottle as soon as we get done. I'm not gonna
We're
lie.
gonna have a white grape juice today.
I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna go to the store tomorrow and buy some apple juice, and next weekend probably.
Alden,
Vodka.
what did you learn from that?
Well, nothing solid, just a theory.
Well, you tell your theory, and I'll tell mine, and we'll fill everyone else in on where we stand.
Well, you start with yours.
The myriad, he drops his voice when he says that, like quietly, whispering across the table. The myriad is everyone's worst nightmare. It is the people who creep in the dark, the slave traders that are never caught. It is there are thieves guilds, and there are bandits, and there are criminal organizations, and they all pale in comparison. The myriad is like an octopus. It has its tentacles in every city and every government. It's everywhere. They have eyes everywhere, and ears, and agents, and they have their hands in everything that you can imagine. Both legal and illegal. And worse than that. And we just killed a dragon that was in their employ.
So what do we do with
Done
the
more
other?
than that. We've killed multiple people that were in their employ, and I fear for our lives at this point.
We're fine.
Y'all have never seen Val shaken before, except for on the water. And Val generally looks scared now.
given the fact that the people we met who were already taken by them were not opposed to dying, we can assume that whatever they do is worse than death. So, with that in mind, if you would like, I can take you to someone who will cause you a peaceful death, if you should so choose that as an alternative.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I mean no.
Backstory: Exa no smoke.
Well, I appreciate the offer, X. If the myriad comes for me, I will meet them head on, sword in hand, and I will die fighting.
And I will die with you.
And me also.
Not nearly as much conviction in Soul's voice.
Val tried to make it very clear that no, I will die. It will just be done fighting.
I'll probably die like way sooner than that. I have like 2 hit points.
Jake, did we ever confirm that Val worked with the myriad at all?
No, you never did, but you heard the horror stories.
That's what I thought. There were people who did drop things off.
Yeah, no, you definitely saw some contraband that even you went, I don't feel safe running that.
Yeah, okay. He looks at all of them like, okay, what's your half?
You ever transported dodecahedron? Anywho. What was your thing, Olatom?
The man looked familiar, as it was. And I think that they're the ones that burned down the town I grew up in.
The brass
Just
dragon now?
completely razed the whole city, gone.
To clarify, the man looked familiar? Like the dragon?
No, you would not have seen the man before.
I would have been so young. Like I don't really remember much anyway from that time.
Do you think the dragon we just met or the people he fought were the ones that burned down your village?
I don't know.
Okay. You just think it's
I don't know who
related?
it is. I think so.
It would be plausible.
What was your home village?
This is the city of Jerosa.
Jerosa and the Empire?
Val would know that much, though, Ben or Bo.
In Jerosa? It's Jerosa. Is that in the Empire or on the coast or?
It's in the Empire, north in the mountains, or north of the mountains.
Jerosa, is that what you're saying?
Is it on this map? Right. No.
No, it's above
it's
it.
not on this. He's got another map behind this one though.
Oh, Eurosa.
Jerosa. I have to write things down to look up.
I'm racking my brain trying to figure out where it's at, because I don't remember.
I'll pull up the map.
Jerosa.
Actually, I'll just do it this way real quick. It is generally right
How do you spell
there. YROSSA.
YRO. I was so close. I put in an extra O and not enough S's. Alright. Oh, we're in your house. Whoa.
That's the map it's on. Okay. You said your town was Eurosa?
Yeah.
Val would perk up and go, he would nod and say, that makes sense. I've heard stories of Eurosa burning. It was, I never worked with them. I heard stories of others who did, who smuggled things and transported things for them, and they were not the type that we associated with. All kinds worked out of Dark Toad, but the worst kinds worked for them and worked alongside them. And Eurosa was headquarters of sorts, from what I recall. It's hard to tell fact from fiction and rumors from real life, but Eurosa was burned. Supposedly they were scattered.
Wait, you're saying the city was a hub for those people?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but like I said, they have agents and eyes and ears everywhere.
My family to being a part of that then.
I don't know. Again,
Well, I guess
they
it
have.
would make sense to explain that I'm was the governor's son.
Well, they have eyes and ears and agents and fingers everywhere. They're in Port Zune and Nicodranus and Port Damali. I'm sure there's one in Phelan listening in right now. That's why I don't like to say their name. The whole town of Eurosa might not have been in on it, but from what I understand, leadership were there, and it was burned because of it to wipe them out. Clearly, it wasn't very successful because they're back. We've been running into them at least. All of these tattoos, these Dream Fucker and Broken Bank. This dragon apparently worked for them.
Jake, now that all of this is played up to the way it is, would I remember anyone from my childhood having that tattoo?
Make a history check. With advantage.
The governor's son. Small town in the Empire.
Oh no, you've blocked that out of your memory.
One plus its advantage.
Yeah.
Can I still get the advantage? That was just to reroll the one.
So how does that
You
work?
don't remember
if
it
you
at the
roll a
moment.
1 on advantage, you get to reroll the
No,
1
because
too?
advantage just takes the higher dice.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
because advantage is literally the higher of two rolls.
Yeah. So
If you got 2 1s, then yeah.
you rack your brain and you. I'm gonna DM you.
See, I don't remember much because by the time that I had already been taken away, sent to the monastery, that's all I knew growing up.
And where was the monastery? Do you know that?
About a couple days south of the town. Probably actually a week or two south of the town by foot.
Yep.
In the mountains.
Yeah,
On an
so
active
that's very-
volcano.
See, I feel like the monastery and... Damn it, there's gotta be a name for the myriad, and I don't remember it. And I keep saying they, and it sounds awkward.
Listen,
Uh,
I think we should call them what was I saying earlier? Like
Syndicate.
the Big Booty Boys or some shit.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we should call them the Big Booty Boys.
We should call them the Big Booty Boys.
I
Can we
feel
call
like
them the Mussy Bussy?
Oh. What was
I
that,
feel
Val?
like your monastery and the syndicate were connected. They're one and the same.
Not, as far as I know, not one of the same, probably some sort of partner, but thinking, I kind of remember some of the monks having those tattoos.
Well, think about it. We killed the bandits outside of Nicodranus who had those tattoos. We rooted out people in Nicodranus who were working for the same people. We killed someone in Broken Bank who was working for the same people. They had ties to both the tattoos and the monastery.
And they can generally get
And-
information very easily.
Now we were just told by the man upstairs that the eye tattoos and the syndicate are together.
in a sense.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking. He kind of throws his hands up and says, "Look, all all I know are rumors, and all I know for sure is that we're in deep shit with at least one, if not two, very bad, well-connected groups who more than likely know exactly where we're at and exactly what we're doing the more we kill their people. And I'm not against that, because they're not good people. I'm fine killing them, but I just want everyone to be aware that what we're doing is bigger than us and far more dangerous than a blue dragon."
That wasn't even intentional though. That was because they were trafficking animals.
Which in and of itself is not illegal, and yet here we are now up to our waists and shit. Because we got
Like that one
morally, we grew a moral backbone. However questionable that bone may be, and now we're in it because of it.
We'll fight them, and I will fight them until either I am dead, far more likely, or the far less likely option, they are all gone. To fail to do so would be to fail to perform my duty. I will not do that, because if I fail to perform my duty, I die anyway.
What is your duty, Exo?
To foster the development of this world, and I feel like destroying a group bent on fucking people over seems like it fulfills that requirement pretty well.
Fair enough. Regardless, we have to leave here.
Yes.
Port Damali is probably our best option to go for now, at least for some answers, potentially.
Possibly. Before I die, I would like to kill someone else first.
Port Damali it is.
Oh, you mean someone specific? I'm like, you've killed a lot of
Specifically,
people.
yes. The man who led to me being
Just in
thrown.
general.
But you've already killed a
I
lot of
just
guys.
want to kill a person.
I'd like to kill someone first, pulls out a sword, chops Soul's head off. I'm good.
Take me.
That's fair.
Well, it is past 11. I now know what to prepare for next week.
Gamer.
Hope you guys all enjoyed the session.
Imagine
Thank you for tuning
preparing
in.
for your sessions. What the fuck?
I know, right?
Weird.
Jesus.
Are we rain?
Who are we gonna raid?
Whiskey was
What
on
raid? Captain Sparkles. Whiskey
A
is
long
on.
time ago.
Let's do that.
Let's see, who is
He's
online?
got the Jackbox going on. There's really no one on. Why is there no one on a Sunday night? That's
On a
Faithful?
Sunday night, it's a damn shame.
Faithful is supposedly playing D&D, maybe, but he's only got one viewer. But he could be hosting.
It's a rerun.
Okay.
Prisma's on. Streaming Dungeons.
Flagging.
Chris, Whiskey or Prisma? Whiskey! Our team member.
Yeah, I'm good with Whiskey. He is part of our. He is part of our member.
He is part of our member. He's part of
our
the
member.
collective penis that we have.
Jesus.
We all share one penis.
And it's
True,
only
and-
still 7 inches between all of us.
Yeah, and
And 6.5
Whiskey
of that is
makes
from
up
Chris.
most of that. Oh,
Yeah.
Like 8.5 of it is from Chris, and we add on a negative modifier.
Yeah.
we do add on a negative
We
modifier.
rolled negative modifiers for dicks. Man. Really sucks.
Put a negative modifier in con, please. Let me lose hit points every time I level up. I bet.
Such a dick, and yet I don't have one.
I want to see if I can get a. You can get up to a -3 modifier, I think, with point buy.
Can you really?
Which means you would lose HP more than half of the time you leveled up. If you were a wizard or a sorcerer with a negative con modifier.
Which I'm
So
trying
my
to
plan
dodge
is
from
to
leveling up.
level up, to do that once and make a character that just fucking gets to 0 max HP as they level up.
Do that for
Three,
the one shot. Oh wait, you're running it, boy.
Just straight up dies.
4 to 5. Bruises very easily, knocked out by a light punch.
I can't hold their beer. Can't. Very
Well,
sickly.
thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah,
That
was-
thanks for
that
watching.
Catch you guys
fun.
Tuesday for party games.
Hey,
Solid sesh. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Do you know what we're doing yet for yours?